going to win, which team is going to score first, and more. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code ROME, R-O-M-E. Bet $5 on college football and get $200 in free bets instantly by using the code ROME. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be present in states where lawful to wager. 21 or older in most eligible states, but age does vary by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for terms and resources. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Tennessee, call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. One per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued as 8 $25 free bets.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night along with football. Monday is open mic night the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Hey Jeff, how's inventory going?
Inventory levels are increasing. For the first time in over 45 days, we have Mazdas in stock, Buick in stock, Cadillac in stock, and GMC in stock. I highly encourage the customer to go to gmc.com, build and price their vehicle, share that with Brown & Wood, and let us place your order. We need some price protection for these customers, and you got to place an order to have that.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Get these clowns out of here.
Why would they do that?
You have any freaking game?
Dude. It's a cocky bunch, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And we are rocking and rolling on a Thursday as we get closer and closer to ECU football season. You might can do the math on your own at this point, but we will let you know how many days away we are until kicking things off at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, East Carolina, NC State, September 3rd, and also how many days away we are until the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. So I got those nuggets for you in just a moment, and got a big show on tap coming up at 4 o'clock. We will get to know the enemy a little closer. Cory Smith from Pack Pride 24/7 NC State Sports will join us at 4 o'clock to give us a rundown on the Wolfpack, how their fall camp went, players to watch, all that. Cory Smith coming up at 4 o'clock today. The big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, will get you ready for the college football season. He's already got a bet in on East Carolina plus 10.5. Today we will break down week 0. We'll look at all the matchups coming up this Saturday. It is a full slate of football. Not the most attractive games, but real football, real college football will be on your television. So we'll break it all down with the big man in hour number 2. Mike Mullis will join us at 5 o'clock on today's program. And former Pirate Warren Saba, former ECU safety, now a member of the Michigan Panthers in the USFL, will join us coming up in hour number 3. We'll get his take on this East Carolina football team as they get set to take on NC State, and talk about what Warren has been up to. Got injured year 1 of the USFL. He's healthy, ready to go now, and should be back in the spring with the Michigan Panthers. So looking forward to catching up with the former ECU safety. Shirley Rhodes is here. The big dog's here. CJ Schaefer's here. The Chan Man's here. Troy D is here. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Clipper.
Cheers to you, Clip. You know it's getting serious when I break out the Pirate Radio Yeti Cup for the first time this year.
The first time this year.
It's serious.
Things are getting serious, folks.
It's getting real.
How real is it? We'll tell you right now, because Chandler, I remember back when you became our David Price Construction countdown to kickoff numbers guy. You would have to Google up how many days are left. Use the app.
It was triple digits when we started.
It was triple digits. Yeah. It felt like it was so far away. It was almost like a mirage in the desert, Troy. Yeah. You didn't even know if it would ever get.
Yeah, it was a number, but that's all it was.
Just a number.
It didn't mean anything.
Well, now it means something.
Oh, it's real now.
It's real, and it's spectacular. And it is the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff, brought to you by David Price Construction. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Who wants to do the honors today?
I think we let the Hall of Famer long snapper, at least Pirate Radio Hall of Famer long snapper. I heard yesterday's show.
Well, you heard that, but you weren't at Media Day Saturday.
No, I heard the recap.
So for people like you that weren't there, that might have wanted it boiled down into something quick,
I thought it was one of the best recaps I've ever heard.
Shirley, do we have that? Can we get the recap from Media Day yesterday?
And I was blown away because I just was, just so impressed with one of our colleagues letting the coaches know how important he was.
He really stole the show. If you missed it, if you missed Media Day, folks, here's the quick recap of it.
Year, I'm a former long snapper, so I love talking about this position. I'm a former specialist myself. I used to long snap. All right, I'm going to talk about my favorite part of football, special teams.
That's the truth? You mean that?
I'm a former long snapper.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Chandler Honeycutt telling everyone that would listen he's a former long snapper.
It was just a specialist, by the way.
Did you know you were doing that, or it just happened and you didn't realize?
I didn't realize how many times
you pieced it all together, and you're like, "Oh my God, did I say that every time?"
Yeah,
that's become your crutch.
Well, I didn't.
That's your Peach Bowl, Detroit.
Yes, I talk about the Peach Bowl a lot. You talk about long snapping.
Yeah.
If only you could have long snapped in the Peach Bowl, what a team we could have been.
Goodness.
Could you name the long snapper in the Peach Bowl?
Oh, good question, Troy. Who was the long snapper in the Peach Bowl?
Well, I don't
shame on you for not knowing.
Plenty of people that are talented.
Shame on you, long snapper, for not knowing.
Luke Fisher is talented enough to long snap if he wanted to.
Troy says, I'm a former Peach Bowl attendee when he talks to people.
I was on the field, Clip.
There you go.
Own Peach Bowl turf.
There's a man on the field.
Purple and gold grass from Atlanta Fulton County Stadium somewhere in my collection.
So to circle back, are you saying you're going to let the legendary long snapper
I'm going to let Chandler. This is the last opportunity. Well, no, I can do it, I guess, next week.
We got one more opportunity.
I'll do it next week if you guys will be so gracious. But this week, I will defer to my colleague, young Chandler Honeycutt, who just 10 years ago was at Beat the Pirates with Terry Holland as a young boy.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Wow.
And now look at our baby is all grown up.
He is a big baby.
Look at him now, leading our team in the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff.
And what I need Shirley Rose to do, as she has done so graciously for the past, I would say 3-4 months, is to back her fat truck up. Back it up, Shirley. Folks, you just mentioned a while ago, when we started this, we were in the triple digits. What if I told you we're in the single digits? What if I told you in 9 days,
wow,
it will be ECU NC State? What if I told you in 9 days you will be tuning into the voice of the Pirate Nation, Pirate Radio, for the Bud Light pregame tailgate?
Wow, how many hours is that show?
That is a 4-hour show.
Wow.
What if I told you in 9 days, at the end of ECU versus NC State, you will be tuning into the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In show? Now, here's the fun part. What if I told you from a week from tonight, 7 days away until the Pirate Radio football kickoff party? A lot of people are saying it's the party of the year. That's because it is the party of the year. You can still get your tickets, pr927fm.com. They are $10. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty, right, Troy?
We're under a couple hundred tickets left.
So get your tickets. Do not miss out on the 80s tribute band, The Breakfast Club. Do not miss out on taking a picture with the Clydesdale. Do not miss out on hanging out with us, the Pirate Radio crew. It's going to be an awesome party. 7 days away from the party. A week away from the party, I should say. And then 9 days away until ECU versus NC State, alongside our great coverage with the Bud Light pregame tailgate and the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In show. All of that on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff. And I do want to give a shout-out to David Price. Last week, they won 2 awards at the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County Remodeling Awards.
So this is not a watch list. This is an award.
No, they won 2 awards last week.
This is the real deal.
Awesome.
Best commercial project and best whole house remodel between the price range of $350,000 and $450,000. So congratulations.
That's great.
To our great friends over at David Price Construction, and thank you for your support of the program.
And a great Pirate himself.
Yes, sir.
A Pirate
Absolutely.
alum and Pirate supporter.
Yeah. I was hoping the award would be for best sponsored radio segment, and that being this segment. But maybe we can get that one next year.
You know, Clip, we don't enter a lot of these places. They charge you and basically charge you a fee so they can give you an award. And we're not all about that, Clip. We're not about paying money to have an award. Our award is the enjoyment of knowing that we are communicating with the Pirate Nation on a daily basis and bringing them the best information and entertainment possible.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. We don't need any fake awards like other people.
That was beautiful. I would love a fake award.
Well, let me work on it for you.
Thank you. Can you draw me up one real quick? 919.
We should do a fake award thing at the end of this year, like in the award for
best long snapper. I know a guy.
We should collaborate on this off the air and do fake awards this year.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
919-291-5532 to contact David Price Construction. Go online, davidpriceconstruction.com. Award-winning.
Yes, sir.
Commercial or custom residential and building needs. They got it for you.
Thank you,
Proud
David.
ECU Home Services partner. 7 days from the party, 9 days from kickoff. Awesome.
Yeah, so the party tickets, once again, are not free this year. They are $10. We're donating 100% of the proceeds to local charities. We've got 4 local charities that are going to benefit from it. But you're going to need a ticket in advance to get into it. The tickets, it's all digital this year. We did have some folks. We appreciate the folks that took advantage of our promotion earlier today at UBE. But the tickets are digital. If you go to pr927fm.com, click on the banner right at the top. It'll take you directly to the link at the State Theater. You can order them online. It's all QR. What is it? What's the code I'm trying to say?
QR code.
QR code that you'll get with your ticket, and they'll scan it at the door. You're good to go. So it'll be right on your phone.
All right.
It's on high tech, Clip Rock.
Yeah,
I can't say it, but they can do it.
We've entered the new age.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive in to our Flight by Yingling practice report, the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yingling. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling, available wherever beer is sold. And boy, do I have a practice report for you today, Troy. 2 sheets worth of audio from Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, and Blake Harrell. Shirley, I have a stat to consider, by the way, real quick.
Next gen stats.
Stats to consider.
I typed up some next gen stats today, Troy.
Did you?
And nobody cares about this stuff, but I just decided to do it.
It was actually interesting.
Troy might care.
I might. Yeah.
like it.
Don't say nobody.
Yesterday,
If one person cares, that's somebody.
That's somebody, and you know what? You're somebody to me.
Somebody might care, and that somebody might be me.
All right, we'll see. Yesterday, after ECU football practice, Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell took the podium, talked to the media. Mike Houston answered 12 questions, Troy, in 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
See, I like stats like that, so don't say nobody cares.
12 answers, 8 minutes, 30 seconds.
So what's the average answer on each
So
one?
he's less than a minute, per answer.
Now, this would be interesting stats if we had this on all, like, the past 5 coaches going back.
All right, I just did it for today and probably will never do it again. Blake Harrell answered 10 questions in 10 minutes.
So even I can do the math on that. That is a minute per question per answer.
Yeah, he was consistent.
Yeah.
And
very consistent. Wow, what are the odds that you'd answer every question 60 seconds? Exactly.
And again, that's just an average. It doesn't mean he answered everyone.
Good point.
I wonder who did the longest press conference.
Well, Donnie Kirkpatrick, maybe he was rushed.
Can I guess?
Because he was only asked, I'll tell you how many questions, and you guess how long.
All right, fair.
I know the answer, so I'll throw you
I don't know.
So Mike Houston answered 12 questions. Blake Harrell, 10. Donnie only answered 7 questions.
Only 7, so the fewest of all the coaches that we were offered.
Yep.
But I bet he talked the longest.
He did.
I'm going to go, Donnie probably averages at least 2 minutes per answer.
Okay.
So 7 questions. That would put it at 14. I'm going to give him a bonus minute of extra time. So I'm going to go 15 and a half minutes.
You went a little long there, but your head was in the right spot.
Yeah.
7 questions in 13 minutes.
That's still crazy.
Yeah.
So almost got to 2 minutes per answer.
Yeah.
And
Just
2
rambling
minutes.
on.
2 minutes does not sound like a long period of time, but talking 2 minutes straight for every single question you're asked is a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Almost got there. 7 questions, Troy, 13 minutes.
He's on the all-talk team.
He is.
Yeah,
And,
he's always been good at speaking.
He was holding court yesterday.
That's good, though.
As always. So there's your next-gen stats. Stats to consider.
That is the press conference by the numbers, which I like. You don't find that anywhere else, Clip Rock.
You don't find it, you don't want it, you don't need it, but I give it to you.
Take that, Igloo.
Igloo.
Steven Igloo.
Don't find that on Hoist of Whatever.
Got him. We won up.
Yes, we did.
Today. Here we go. Let's hear Mike Houston's opening comments. Shirley Rhodes.
All right, kind of switching gears this week, with school started Monday. Got a little bit more heat, practice in the afternoon. Transition to just, game prep for NC State. So, kind of a next step, and for, a lot of these guys, it's kind of the more of the welcome to college football, with some guys going to scout teams and look teams, and, you're starting to establish your two deep and, who's next, and trying to figure out special teams and the people there, and, starting to kind of set a travel team. So, it's a lot of work. Second straight day in full pads, which I knew would be a challenge. We wanted it to be. It's 10 days out from game day, and so we got to start getting ready to really play. So good practice. Really excited about the energy the guys practiced with. I think we've made some significant strides on special teams the last 2 days. Really pleased with our work we did yesterday. I want to see the film from today, but I would expect it's going to look similar.
Mike Houston there after Wednesday's East Carolina football practice. One of the questions going into this year, what do you do with Mason Garcia? Do you put him in some packages like you did last year? Do we see him out there on the field? Do you try to get yet another year saved and redshirt him, not play him? So Mike Houston, and by the way, when I say these coaches answered questions, they didn't necessarily answer the question being asked, but at least they did respond.
They talked.
They did talk.
They may not have answered your question.
Correct.
You said, yeah,
including
they
this
spoke.
one.
This was a good question
from Stephen Igloo.
Okay.
Stephen
Igloo. He asked, do you plan on playing Mason Garcia throughout the year or using his red shirt? Cut 3.
Yeah, Coach Kirkpatrick and I have had those discussions. So, we're happy with where Mason's at, and we're going to do what's best for him and what's best for the program moving forward.
All right.
So I call that answer a non-answer.
Very non-answer.
I recognize your question. We've discussed it.
Thank you for asking the question.
And great question. Appreciate you asking. We're going to do what's the right thing.
We're not telling you.
But see, that's where I would have followed up if I was Stephen Igloo. And if I was there, which I wasn't, I would have said, what's the right thing, Coach?
Would you have?
Yes. I think that's where he missed his opportunity for the follow-up. What's the right thing? Can you get more specific? Can we nail this down? Red shirt, no red shirt, don't know yet.
Well, guess what Stephen Igloo did?
Followed up?
No.
Oh.
He left. He just walked
He just walked out.
No, he didn't follow up, Troy, with Mike Houston, but he did with Donnie Kirkpatrick.
And can we skip to that?
We are. We're going to do that.
I like
See
this.
where we're going here?
We don't have to wait for all the other Mike Houston non-answers.
No.
We can get straight to the Donnie non-answer.
Well, I want to hear him not answer a question.
All right, let's see what. But although Donnie will slip up sometimes and give you more information than you ever imagined.
Cut 6, Shirley Rhodes. Igloo asked Mike. He said Mike Houston wouldn't say much about the conversations between you and him regarding Mason Garcia. How about Donnie? Does he want to, to take away the curtain? Unveil the curtain. What am I trying to say, Troy?
Peel back the curtain.
That is what I was trying to say. Here is Donnie Kirkpatrick.
Well, if he didn't say it, I'm probably not going to say it now. The thing that's different now is because you can play 4 games. And so we'll wait and see how it plays out. We've had some conversations with Mason about those type things. And both ways are still in play. What you got to do, though, is, I say to Mason all the time, is you have to train, you have to think, you have to practice, you have to live like you're the starter this week. Because, just remember, it was Tuesday about 10:30 in the morning, and Coach called me in and said, Holton won't be playing this week. He tested positive. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you might want to call Mason. So I called Mason. Hey, what are you doing? He's like, well, just about ready to get some lunch. I was like, well, why don't you grab a bite right quick and get on over here? He's like, anything up, Coach? Is something wrong? I was like, no, but you're starting this week. And, like, whoa, okay, well, at least it was Tuesday. Sometimes you may not know. So you got to be training like you are the starter. And so you don't want to say, hey, we're going to redshirt you this year. We're only going to do that, because there's no way anybody's mature enough, to then be able to say, well, I'm still going to go just like I'm going to be the starter, because it could change at any time right now. The good thing at quarterback is that Ryan Stubblefield and Alex Flynn both are starting to show that they probably could go in there and still give us a chance to win the game. So the depth there has really, really grown. It may never show, because you may never get, I hope you don't get to 4 quarterbacks. You usually would say that. But teams have had to do that before, you know what I'm saying? So that has changed. We couldn't have answered that question, though, before preseason camp. I mean, you're thinking, like, well, there'd be no way. But as camp's going on and Flynn's played so much better, you're like, well, you wouldn't have to waste a game. Or if, like at Houston last year, Holton got dinged pretty good. And, of course, when a guy like Holton goes down, the whole sideline panics. Oh, he's out. He's out. I was like, he's out for now, or he's out for good? There's no way. He took one right to the head. There's no way. So, Mason, you're in. Well, 32 seconds later, who shots in the game? Here comes Holton again. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, if y'all would have told me he was coming back in one game, I wouldn't have maybe thrown Mason in there, for one play. So we'll be more prepared this year, I think, for that kind of thing. And I'll feel better about, hey, we could do this, So.
All right. Wow. Not kind of a non-answer, but kind of an answer. It sounds like to me he's saying that that if they need somebody to go in for a spell, they might not use Mason Garcia. They might put in Alex Flynn. Yeah,
Flynn,
and save a game, save a year for Mason Garcia.
Not a bad strategy, quite honestly. There's so much dynamics to this clip. You really don't know until you're in that situation. So I give them a pass.
But you got to be prepared for that situation.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of, if this happens, then let's try this contingency. There's so many different variables and what's going on in a game, and is it a game-winning situation? Who do you, if you needed a backup, who do you trust the most right now? There's a lot behind the scenes that we don't have the answers to, that they'll have to decide kind of spur of the moment if that stuff comes up. So it is kind of tough to say, this is a given, because ideally you'd love to get an extra year with Garcia. Let's just assume if he's the guy, if he's the next, come January, he's the leader of this team and he's going to be the quarterback. Wouldn't it be great to give him an extra year?
No, yes, but here's a question for you and Pirate fans. Would you rather have Mason Garcia having an extra year, 3 whatever years from now, or would you rather him be ready to go and have a lot of game experience when he takes on Michigan next year to kick off the season?
Well,
because I like the latter. I like the latter more than the former.
You want him having reps going in.
I want him playing in moments that count this year.
Yeah, I see it both ways. I'm kind of on the fence with this whole thing. And with the 4 games, as Donnie said, you might be able to have your cake and eat it too, Clip.
Correct.
Where he could get 4 games of real game, a lot of reps, hopefully experience, but also retain that year.
Correct.
That's the beauty of the 4-game red shirt deal.
All right.
So let's thread the needle. Let's get as many snaps as we can in 4 games, and then let's save the rest.
Shockingly, Troy's on the fence. Chandler, would you like to answer my question? Red shirt or play this year?
I would like to have that extra year. I think he's already got enough experience. He's got a start under his belt his first year here.
He got a start under his belt.
And then he's been sprinkled in here and there.
Like 2 years ago.
Well,
but he's also been sprinkled
90
in.
yards.
He's been learning this.
I don't want sprinkles.
Here's the thing. I just want to see him in garbage time. Like, I want us to be up so big on some people that then he can go in and just clean up duty. I don't want it because I want Holton to have that gear that we need to have, and I don't want him to be injured. I don't want any backup playing too much because that means something bad has happened to Holton. And
it doesn't. It means you are putting in Mason Garcia in packages like you did last year. You could do it that way.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're pitching Holton.
So if we eat his red shirt this year, how many years does he have going into next year? Does he have 3 more
left? I think with a COVID year,
including next year.
So now he is a sophomore.
Comes to 3 more.
Technically a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
So if you don't redshirt him, he would have 2 more years. If you do, he would have 3
more.
Yeah. But is he going to stick around that long in 2022? I don't know.
He is able to.
I'm year to year. I'm year to year. I don't care about 3 years from now.
And Clip, the older I get, the more year to year I get. To be honest, I used to worry. Hey, what's going to happen 4 years from now? I'm kind of like, let's live in the moment.
Especially, and now, are you talking big picture or football or both?
Both.
Okay.
I'm talking about life, but I'm talking about football. I'm talking about everything. Like right now, let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy this season. I agree. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just take care of the business at hand, and that business is the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party Thursday. It's Free Boot Friday, and then it's NC State Saturday.
And don't get me wrong.
And that's what I'm focused on.
The coaches have to prepare for the future. That is their job.
Right.
But in today's college athletics, I would say especially college basketball, but really all sports, it's year to year. Transfer portal, guys leaving. We don't know what it's going to look like, who's going to be here.
And honestly, it's not even year to year. It could be month to month in some of these situations.
Well, by now, I was thinking that Mason Garcia would be gone from the program. I'm still shocked.
Well, I'm glad Mr. Negative over here isn't, in control of that.
That's just.
Wishing
I
that
don't
to
think
happen.
that's a terrible take. I mean, he's had to sit for a long time. Nobody wants
But he
to
could
sit.
be rewarded also with his patience.
Maybe not. We don't know.
We were in this.
Well,
we were in the same situation Holton's freshman year because we were throwing him out there behind Reed Herring. Maybe I can't remember the other guy that was out there, but you get 4 games, and I remember when we threw him out there for that 4th game, we were like, all right, there's his red shirt. Were we in that same situation about like we need to be careful with how many games we play in?
Yeah.
You get your 4 games.
And then we were just trying to win some games though, and he gave us the best shot to win that year. Kingsley Ifedi was there that year, right?
It's a throwback.
Yeah.
Who started the last game against NC State?
That would have been Reed Herring.
That was the one where David, took over as interim. David Blackwell, that Mo had been fired. That was really, you want to talk about a throwaway game. That game shouldn't even count.
What year was that? 18?
That was 18.
Yeah.
Reed Herring started that game.
That was a terrible game. terrible situation. Program at rock bottom at that point.
Yeah, Reed
what
Herring,
a bounce back we've had since.
Rough outing, 8 for 22, 69 yards. Kingsley,
Jesus.
Caden Norman threw a pass in that game. Maybe
I
that's what
thought
was
he
thinking of.
got some action in that game.
He was 1 for 2, and then Kingsley Affetti 0 for 1 interception. It was brutal. And in that game, we did not play Tyler Snead, and he was able to redshirt.
Yep.
Because of that.
Yeah.
All right. Back to Mike Houston. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, asked, is the third running back spot solidified? This is cut 4.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Marlon Gunn really, he had a solid week last week, had a solid day on Saturday. He's continued this week, and, and he's one of those freshmen. And it's not easy, but, he got out of class at 2 today. We're meeting at 2:30. He was on the other side of campus. He came in dripping in sweat because he ran across campus. So, he's dealing with all that stuff in addition to putting on pads and going out there and having people run into him for 2 hours. But I think he's kind of got the lead right now. I think that, the other guys, it's their job to push him and challenge him, but, that's kind of where we stand today.
All right, Mike Houston there. Since coming in, he's built the O-line. They've built up the D-line. But, man, they have found some very talented running backs. And you go into this year. So 2 years ago, we didn't know much about Harrison Mitchell. They play as true freshmen. Rajay especially played a lot. Now there's another true freshman who could be seeing some action week 1 against NC State or at some point this season. Marlon Gunn earning that third spot, it sounds like.
Yeah, well, Mike Houston preaches it all the time. It doesn't matter who you are. The best person at practice that week is going to get to play. And it seems like Marlon Gunn's been that guy the whole fall camp.
I can't wait to see him.
And and don't just count out the other guys like Kamara Edmonds.
I was going to say.
And don't count out a guy like Pop McKay that we saw some last year.
I'm not, Chandler.
Don't count him out.
I'm not.
Don't you dare.
Glad Troy's in between us right now.
I know. Don't make me separate you
Things
two.
are getting heated.
Because you're already separated.
But am I right? You agree?
Yeah. In fact, what if we went into the year and only had Camaro Edmonds and Pop McKay? Like, I still like we'd probably feel pretty good, right?
Oh, absolutely.
About our situation.
Who are you talking about? The one that's played best at practice so far?
Marlon Gunn.
Yeah, I hear he's been a real pistol.
Do it, Shirley. Oh, man. Shirley's gun got jammed, but I think on purpose.
Hit it again, Shirley.
It was a backfire.
I think on purpose. Yeah. I think she was...
I really need to find that sound effect of just nothing but crickets. Gotta do that.
Was that a misfire on the gun joke?
Stop disrespecting me, bro.
That's good, guys.
All right, that is part of our Flight by Yingling practice report. We'll have more for you later on in today's show and probably later on in this hour. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Troy, Jerry Jones did it again. Don't say it. Don't even guess. I'm just setting up the next segment telling you that Jerry Jones...
Is this some great audio we're going to hear?
We have Jerry Jones audio.
Okay, is it better than the Glory Hole audio? CJ's shaking his head.
Similar.
All right,
better.
So this is one of those things... If you're listening right now, because this happens to me sometimes. I'm in my car, I'm getting ready to get out, go to a meeting, do whatever, and I'm like, oh God, now I gotta wait in here. I don't want to miss this. Is this not what you don't want to miss one of these, right? All right, so if you're whatever you're doing right now, stick with us through the break because you're not going to want to miss it. Clip Rock is what I'm hearing you say.
Jerry Jones did it again.
I love Jerry Jones audio. I've missed it. I haven't heard the story yet, so I'm going to be hearing it raw for the first time.
All right, and it's on the way after this timeout.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, folks. This is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic's Oak Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl. Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
Where can you go where the beer is cold? Friendship is forever. Pabst is the place that's in our hearts where we can be together.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. This is the place.
Hey, Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a PBR cooler full of beer. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you here. Pirate Radio Studios, Clip Rock, Troy D, Chandler Honeycutt. Later on in today's program, Cory Smith from Pack Pride will get the NC State perspective on ECU and NC State coming up next Saturday, September 3rd, high noon, Dowdy Ficklin Stadium.
He's the igloo of NC State.
That is correct. BMOC Jeff Nadu joins us to talk Week 0 next hour. Also, Warren Saba going to join us on the program, former ECU safety. And Mike Mullis, will join us to talk some sports, Bub.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
What you got, Troy?
Charles Howard. Charles Howard
What does that
is
name
the
mean to you?
answer. What is the question?
Well, I've already seen this. Do you know what we're talking about?
That is the long snapper of the Peach Bowl.
It is. Legend.
Great. I will go ahead and say it.
I want to shake his hand.
Probably our greatest long snapper maybe in the history of the program.
You think so?
Never messed up a long snap in the 91 season.
I'm sorry, but that goes to Charlie Coggins.
That's your personal bias right there.
But not your personal bias? You don't
Did
even
Charlie
know the guy?
Coggins take us to a number 9 national ranking?
He took us to the Beef O'Brady's Bowl.
And did they win that game?
You know what? I'm sorry. It's Wilson Rayner.
Yeah. Who now is an umpire, right?
Yes. It's Wilson Rayner.
Did he win championships here?
Back to back.
Back to back. All right. There you go. The great debate. Best long snapper in ECU football
To be
history.
continued. This is not going to be answered today.
This isn't over.
Oh, it's gonna be like a long trial. It's gonna be like the O.J. Simpson trial. It's gonna last for days and days.
Might have multiple verdicts.
Troy, let's keep playing games here. How old is Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones, I'm going to say Clip Rock, is probably about 75 years old.
That's exactly the age I was going to say.
He is 79.
79!
Jesus!
Doesn't look a day over 75 to me.
And in a couple months, he will be 80.
Wow. I want me some
But
glory hole.
Let me tell you something. Going strong, also going strong in their 80s, Lee D, 82.
Wow. That's a number. That's a high number.
Yeah. Still driving himself around, still living his best life, still has his companion.
Well, Troy, when you get 82, you don't really care what people think about you.
He's the busiest, retired guy. I talked to him the other day. So we've got dinner scheduled down at this ought to be a hoot down at the beach. So one of his lady friends is hooked up with the Dunes Club down at Atlantic Beach, which is like a nice place down there. So I'm meeting him Friday night for dinner. But I was calling to find out, can I wear shorts? Do I need long pants? It's one of those places. I don't know if I can get away with shorts or not. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Some places you got to wear pants too. I'm going to have to call you back. I'm really busy right now. Can I call you back? I'm like, the hell are you doing? That you're 50% of the time I call him, he's really busy.
Now,
he's 82 years old, retired. What the hell is he so busy about?
Maybe he's got a lot going on, or Troy, maybe, just maybe he doesn't want to talk to you. Have you ever considered that one?
Oh my God, there's Troy calling me again.
He's got fake noises going on in the background.
Hold on, guys. Put your checkers down.
Troy's
calling me again.
I'm in a tunnel.
I've never met an 82-year-old more busy than him.
He's on the go. Hey, good for him.
I love
stay
it.
busy.
I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of his lifestyle right now. He's doing the things I'd like to be doing.
Oh, man. When are you moving in with him, by the way? In his,
you've heard me. I've told him. I think you have to be mid to late 50s to be able to live in there. I forget what the age is.
You had fake IDs 30 years ago. Why not get another one? Say you're older.
I told him the place is so nice. If he didn't like it, I would live there. And that offer still stands. It is incredible. This gated community he's in, it's like between a resort and a country club, combined. It's unbelievably nice.
What's the Ellery cooking up over there?
That's Troy backing his U-Haul back to his dad's house.
I was going to say, have you thought about doing the old switcheroo, getting him out of there and you just taking his place, Troy? Call me Lee now.
Considered it.
There's a new Lee in town.
They have like name tag things that they wear when they're eating, so everyone knows who everyone is. I said I could just slide that right on.
Put it on.
It's a short hop from Troy D to Lee D.
All right. Can we get back to Jerry Jones?
Yes. Speaking of old guys, speaking of old guys that I'm impressed with.
We have played this cut numerous times because it's always funny. It's a classic Jerry Jones line. Shirley, play Jerry Jones, the old cut we have.
I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
And I couldn't believe it, Troy, when I saw a clip floating around today, and I had to ask. CJ's pretty in tune with what's happening, pop culture. I don't watch First Take. I don't know what's happening in that world.
Those guys.
So I was like, CJ, is this from today? Did this? And you said
It is from today. I would like to clarify, don't watch First Take. I just saw it on Twitter.
You're aware of what's happening, though.
Yes.
Social media.
I just don't want people to think I watch First Take.
Hey, I respect that because now I was worried about you, and now I'm not.
All right, good. So CJ not watching First Take.
Correct.
That has been confirmed. Troy, he was on First Take today. Michael Irvin was there. They're doing it from Frisco, Texas.
Okay, so
Cowboys
Jerry
training
Jones
camp.
was a guest on First Take.
He was there live.
He was the guest.
Stephen A. Smith, Irvin, Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Shirley, roll it.
I can't tell you how many times in my life when I have had it handed to me in a lot of different ways, but I went back to work, got up on Monday morning, and there it was. Glory hole. Right there in the middle of it.
Resiliency.
Okay,
Glory hole, right there.
He did it again.
That's unbelievable. I've
by the
never
way,
heard anyone talk about Glory Hole more than
No,
Jerry
he's
Jones.
the only guy that does.
And I respect the honesty. There it was.
Did he mention this? Did he say this while him and Stephen A. were up in the air in a helicopter?
No, that's just a picture, Chandler.
I think Stephen A. came in on a helicopter.
No, they both came in on
were in a helicopter
But was this
and
the
were
interview?
live
But
remote.
they were sitting at a desk when this was said.
Yeah, I think
Okay, I didn't know which part
But
was
did
what.
you see that they were in the helicopter?
Yes.
talking?
Yeah, they were in a helicopter. They've been in a helicopter. You ever been in a helicopter?
No, I have not.
Okay, all right.
Won't catch me in one.
Troy, I want to ask you before I do this. Can I type glory hole into Google and just see what comes
Yes,
up?
go ahead.
Because
and nothing will get your Monday started like, I guess,
God.
Glory Hole, according to Jerry Jones.
I want to know what he's talking about.
And right there it was. Glory hole.
Now, your safe search is off, we should say. Maybe your safe search needs to be on. Do we need the Urban Dictionary for this?
No, I want the
That
actual.
might be worse.
I want to know what he's talking about.
Okay, all right.
So a glory hole is an untidy storage place, especially a room or cupboard.
That can't be it.
It is also a small furnace used to keep glass malleable so that it can be worked.
Doesn't sound
I don't
right.
think he's talking about
So what
those,
the hell? What is when he talks about Glory Hole?
which he does quite a bit.
What is the like? Could he dumb it down for us and explain what he means by that? Because I don't think a lot of us understand. And
I don't think he understands.
It is a slang term for something else in a different world.
Yeah,
You know.
but he's got to be.
I don't think he's referring to that.
I don't either. Which is why I want to know what is he talking
What
about.
if he was referring to that? Then my mind would be
Now,
blown.
the clip that we play
No,
a
it's
lot-
exactly what you
He
think
goes
it
into
is.
the office and what does he see?
Now, the clip that we have, the long version of the clip, it makes it seem like it's the glory days of Cowboy football.
Okay, that is a phrase I've heard.
He did say, "I want me some Glory Hole." In
Yeah.
the past, if you listen to the extended cut, and maybe he's referring to the glory. Maybe that's his way of saying glory days.
But see, he said it different in this sentence. So
Yeah. Can we hear it one more time, Shirley? I really need to break this down.
The second one?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times in my life when I have had it handed to me in a lot of different ways, but I went back to work, got up on Monday morning, and there it was. Glory hole. Right there in the middle of it.
Resiliency.
What are you talking
right
about,
there
sir?
in the middle of it.
And why does Molly come in afterwards and say resiliency? What is she talking about?
Resiliency.
For a man that age to
That's resilient.
yeah. Troy, would you like to?
Could it possibly mean something akin to like a honey hole, where you're talking about you're finding a
Hold on,
pile
Shirley.
of money?
This is a family show now.
Shirley, can we get a clean cut of you saying, "I want me some honey hole"?
I want me some honey hole.
That's what Shirley keeps doing out of town.
How's that Canadian honey hole?
You know, Pirate Radio Live After Dark.
Tastes a lot like maple syrup. Don't you know maple syrup? They
From Canada.
yes,
Yeah.
Canadian.
Oh,
They
you go to
make-
Canada once.
Yeah.
Yes,
Canada.
they make
Yeah.
a lot of maple syrup. They put maple syrup on a lot of their
Oh,
food.
boy.
Thank you, Jerry Jones, for doing this again.
That is
Ay,
amazing,
ay,
though.
ay. But
They brought back
I
the
mean,
glory hole.
Well, I mean,
Every Monday
in
morning.
the state of Texas, that you've got the oil industry.
That is what I
Oh,
thought.
you know what? It is a term. It's an oil industry
That's what I
term.
was. So when it comes out of the ground,
Okay,
or-
can you Google
Holy
one more
cow,
time for me,
it took
Clip?
me
Let's
pointing
do
that out.
Glory hole oil industry.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think.
Because he's a big oil guy.
Glory hole oil. A glory hole in the context of the offshore petroleum industry is excavation into the seafloor. Okay, so yeah, it has something to do.
So
with,
there is a term in the oil business of a glory hole.
Yeah.
Probably when you hit oil. That's what they
when you
call
strike oil and it kind of comes out
But
geyser
why is
like.
he talking about that when he comes in after having his ass handed to him that week? He comes back in Monday.
I've had it handed to me several times in different many ways.
I think what he meant was he's been, he's failed at something so many times, but he just went back and kept working at it, and at some point he became successful.
Robbie Anderson has a translator on Twitter. We need a Jerry Jones translator.
And once again, be careful when you search Glory Hole.
Yeah.
Because the second, third, fourth link is...
down to 10,000 links.
Don't want to get those viruses here. So, all right, there it is, Troy. Hopefully it delivered to your expectations.
I did not see that one coming.
He did it again. He can't stop.
Sorry.
He's addicted. Oh, no. No. No.
Dude. We're not even trying to write these jokes. They just happen.
I went right by that one.
Yeah.
Not even on purpose, and now on purpose. I'm good. No. Don't say anything.
All right. I was going to say this.
No, don't say it. Go ahead. Go ahead, say it, I guess.
Say it.
I'm not talking the rest of the segment. After he says this, go to break.
It's a hard segment to get through.
Why
would they do that?
Get us out of here, Shirley.
Dude.
Please.
Thank you, Jerry Jones.
I need to leave.
What we got coming up next?
Glory Hole.
We got more glory.
We got our fantasy guru in the house if you need him.
We could have.
You want him to evaluate your picks?
We could have your son grade the trade. Chandler made a trade yesterday in fantasy.
So we have, Lee Dreyfus has been on the show many times. How about the youngest Dreyfus, Bryce Dreyfus?
Also,
the mini Lee D.
Been on the show many times.
Yeah. You want to bring him in? Drill him with questions. He's getting ready to start school, freshman year, Clip Rock. Remember when you were a freshman? Maybe you can give this young man some advice, all of us, on what to expect and how to be successful in high school.
All right.
What a great team we have.
Yeah, what a great
brain trust between all of us and CJ and Shirley. Can we help a young man out today?
In his awkward teenage
If
years.
you make a difference in one person's life, you know what I say. You've made a difference in one person's life.
Well, you do have a former National Beta Club member right here, so.
And long snapper. I think we need to do this, guys.
Wait, he's here, right? Did he hear that segment we just did?
Oh, no, he's not paying attention. He's on
good.
YouTube.
Just making sure. All right.
Yeah, he could probably tell you what it means.
We'll take a time out. Come back. More to go after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Love is never having to say you're sorry for your internet. Because with MetroNet, you get fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds you'll love with unlimited data so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch to MetroNet today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet. Love your internet.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is happy to announce that their selection of inventory is back and bigger than ever. A huge amount of inventory was just delivered in the last few weeks, and there's more on the way. These vehicles are priced to sell. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has so many trucks, you'll save up to $8,000 on select Ram 1500 crew cabs. That's right. As a part of the Make This the Summer event, you'll get $8,000 off on select Ram trucks. This is the most aggressive truck offer you'll find anywhere. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep needs to sell these trucks now, so they're priced to move. You'll also find a great selection of new Jeeps, but these vehicles won't last, so get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep this month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Clausen Crackberry in Greenville. Come see us.
Offers do not include tax tags and $7.99 admin fee. Customers must qualify for all applicable rebates. See dealer for details.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Brandon Manning or Randy Daniels at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. And they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Thursday, wrapping up hour number 1. We got more Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell. We'll hear throughout today's show and tomorrow. If you can't wait, that's fine. Go check it out on YouTube right now. It's available for you to watch in its entirety. It's on our social media platform. So that'll be every Wednesday around 6 o'clock is when we get a chance to hear from Mike Houston, Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell. They're in their mock game week practice this week, but moving forward, that's going to be the schedule. Also, first Mike Houston weekly press conference, Troy D, next Tuesday, 11:30. We'll be covering that as well.
Indeed. Look forward to that. And next week, game week, it is officially on next week. So this, do whatever you got to do this weekend, Clip. I'm going to decompress a little bit this weekend, maybe get away from football this weekend, because this is the last weekend we'll have to do it for a while, and just kind of, check out for a little bit, and then get ready to hit the road and ready to roll on Monday.
All right.
When as we hit the back door and we come into work Monday, full throttle, baby. But this weekend, take some time off, decompress. Relax.
Let's welcome in our guest.
And sleep in.
Bryce Dreyfuss, and ask him, what will you be doing this weekend?
Nothing, probably.
Decompressing?
Yes.
Last Saturday, without football, and Troy, with 4 straight home games, you got a full month of football to attend on Saturdays in Greenville, North Carolina after this weekend.
It's a lot. We've never, unprecedented, Clip. We've looked into it. We've never seen 4 home games like this back to back to back to back in the history of Pirate football. So we're in uncharted waters as a Pirate Nation, but I know if we stick together and if we stay focused and we keep our eyes on the prize, we can do this.
Does your dad, does he reel off cliches like this at home? Like, he is a cliche book today. I mean, this is impressive stuff. Is this Ellerby sitting here or Troy D? I mean, you are motivating me right now, Troy.
But pirates are built for this, especially pirates that attended the regional and super regional during baseball.
Yeah. I did, I believe, 7 tailgates in 10 days. We counted it at one point. So 4 tailgates in a month, Clip, child's work, light work.
Child's play.
Yeah. Now, the first weekend's a doozy. I'm going to tell you that now. Pirate Radio kickoff party. Of course, we'll be busy leading up to it all week. You know, busy week around here, as we all know. Thursday night, it's going to be a lot of fun. After party at Dan's. And then Friday night, we've got Uncle Cracker coming in with our friends with Uptown Greenville.
You know him, Bryce?
No.
Putting in, could be 5,000 people or more down here, downtown Greenville for Free Boot Friday. And then, of course, close to hopefully maybe 50,000 at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium Saturday. And then we'll try and catch our breath Sunday and start all over again on Monday.
All right, well, we got about 1 minute left. Your dad has talked the entire time, but thank you for hanging out with us and being on the show today.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Now, you're getting ready to enter high school, young man. For a lot of longtime listeners will have remembered you. I believe you came on like at 3 years old. Was the first time you could speak, 2 or 3.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know you don't, but you've been on a long time.
Do you remember the last time you were on the show, like a few months ago?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Just wondered.
You excited about high school?
Kind of.
What advice would you want from any of these guys? These are high school experts here.
I don't know.
Do you have a friend that has an older brother in high school? Do you know any older upperclassmen?
I know upperclassmen. I don't have any friends that have any upperclassmen that are going to high school with me.
Okay. It's important to know a few upperclassmen in case you get in a pinch.
Yeah.
So, if you don't, you'll just get stuffed in a locker. So, good luck.
Yeah.
You'll make
He's got his new haircut ready to go. Looking high and tight here.
All right.
I was just saying, he's school ready, man.
I don't compliment a lot of young boys on their haircuts.
This is my son. You can compliment him. It's okay.
Nice hair, bro.
Thank you.
You excited?
To come with a free bowl of soup. Hey, looks good on you.
Hey, it looks good on you, though.
Hey, take off the hat, son. We're inside.
No offense.
All right, we grade the trade. Fantasy football.
All right.
Yesterday, Chandler Honeycutt made a trade, and you know what? How about I'll put it like this? I'm not gonna tell him what side you're on. I'm gonna say, who would you rather have?
Okay.
Would you rather have Team A, which is Dalvin Cook, top 5, 6 player, or would you rather have Team B, Alvin Kamara, Darren Waller, and Devin Singletary?
Alvin Kamara's not suspended right now, right?
He is. No. As of right now, he is playing.
All right.
But yeah, he's playing.
I'm going to take Team B. More players get points. They're all pretty good, fantasy-wise.
I would take that, too. In fact, I did do that. I traded for those guys and gave up Dalvin Cook.
Well, that is quite the endorsement right there.
Yeah. So you take
approval.
Fair trade?
Yeah.
And now this is with hopes that Alvin Kamara's suspension will either not be or be next year.
Well, I think I don't know if the guy would have traded him if Alvin Kamara it didn't beat up a guy in Las Vegas. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
But you're hoping he's able to play, this gets thrown away.
But I had a terrible situation at running back. I had 2 average tight ends in Zach Ertz and Dawson Knox. So that gets me a top 5 tight end in Darren Waller. Devin Singletary, who I think could have an upside this year. There is a really good rookie that I was told about last night by Clip Brock. I actually looked him up last night, and I looked at different fantasy podcasts, and a lot of people are talking about James Cook. And then Alvin Kamara obviously is really good whenever he's either healthy or not in trouble. So we'll see.
Bryce approves of the trade.
Bryce, you've got your own fantasy team to manage. You're big into
Trade's
that.
not good in that league.
What do you mean?
People don't know how to trade in that league.
Oh, I know. It's always tough.
It's always dumb trades. So you like fantasy football. Chandler likes fantasy football. He talks on the radio. You talk on the radio. This could be you one day, Bryce. And by one day, I mean next year.
Do you need to have a meeting with Chandler after the show?
Yeah.
All right, we're up against it. Bryce, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Troy?
Yep.
Good luck. Good luck to the Rampants tonight.
JV squad.
Tough
matchup.
They won 50-0 in their opening game last week, Clip. This is going to be a tough one against Cleveland, coming in from Clayton. Mm-hmm. They're a good ball club. They're a good bunch.
Good group of guys.
Going to have to compete
a really good bunch
to win, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Have fun out there.
See you guys.
See you Monday.
Yes.
Troy D, BD, hanging out with us today. We'll take a timeout, come back, talk to Cory Smith from Pack Pride. We will get the NC State perspective on the ECU and the Wolfpack going at it next Saturday. That's up when we return after this.
Come party like a pirate at the official Pirate Radio football kickoff after party at Dirty Dance. Dirty Dance is open 7 days a week and located on 4th Street, right beside the downtown parking deck. The McHale Buck Band will be the headliner of the after party, and anyone with a Pirate Radio football kickoff party ticket gets in free all weekend long. So keep the fun going at Dirty Dance all weekend long with live music, with the friendliest staff and the best drink specials in town. Get lucky at Dirty Dance.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room with a brand new look. Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hungry for game day, Pirate Nation? Take advantage of the Warren's Hot Dogs tailgate special of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. And the best part, this special is available every day. Just call ahead and Warren's will have your order ready to go. Hungry for breakfast? Warren's Hot Dogs in Chocowinity opens at 5 a.m. with cheese biscuits, chicken biscuits, sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years, and you can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Pirate Radio Live back with you. Pirate Radio Live is what I said. On a Thursday, Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, and Chandler Honeycutt here in the Pirate Radio studios. And let's head out to the Pit Electric Live line. By the way, you can join the Pit Electric team. They are hiring. You can go to pitelectric.com. They have been your trusted electrical partner since 1981, Eastern North Carolina's premier electrical contractor for the past 40-plus years. We talked today to Cory Smith from Pack Pride. He joins us once again here on Pirate Radio Live. Cory, appreciate your time. How you doing today?
Yes, sir. Doing well. Hope you are, Clip.
Fired up for some football, man. I know you are as well, and I know Pack fans are as well with the lofty expectations going into 2022. So before we get there, let's tie a bow on fall camp. Cory, any storylines, anything that stood out to you from this fall camp with Dave Doran this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of business as usual, in most sections of fall camp. Obviously getting guys like Devin Leary and 10 of your 11 starters back on defense and getting, a lot of guys along the offensive line, wide receivers all back. Basically the big storyline that came out of it was, Dave just constantly talking about the fact that, it's all these guys that have been here and done this before. So they were, limiting reps. They were, when it came to scrimmages, a lot of young guys getting a ton more reps. So, they had the ones out there for a couple of series and then use it kind of like a preseason game as opposed to, really trying to have a bunch of camp battles. So there were some young guys that emerged. Julian Gray was one name that we've heard a ton of, a guy from, that's only I believe a redshirt freshman. He redshirted last year and, has a chance to really emerge this season at the wide receiver position. And, a couple other guys, defensively, we've heard a ton about Davin Van, which is somebody that we'll be watching for once it gets around that time. Another guy that's a sophomore that played a little bit last year, but, a big dude, defensive lineman that's going to be a little bit more of a pass rusher for NC State, even though it is a 3-3-5 scheme.
Talking to Cory Smith, Pack Pride, 24/7 Sports, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. And a lot of names you mentioned there. The one that stands out, of course, is the quarterback, Devin Leary. Everybody wants to know about the quarterback, talk about the quarterback. And, in fact, Blake Harrell was asked about Devin Leary yesterday following ECU football practice. Shirley, let's hear Cut 5. This is Coach Harrell, the defensive coordinator of the Pirates, giving his thoughts on the QB matchup and his thoughts on Devin Leary.
Yeah, Devin Leary is pretty special talent, and you're hearing about him. I think the whole nation knows about him. Whether it's the Heisman watch, whatever top quarterbacks, first-round projected draft pick, whatever it may be. And he spins it really well, throws it really well. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Holton because I see him every day. But we got our work cut out as far as defending Devin Leary, and he can hurt you through the air and spin it. We try to compare him to Ritter and those things. I think they're just two different quarterbacks. I mean, he's more of an in the pocket, spin the ball down the field, can sling it, and do some things there. So he's special, and I think he deserves the credit and the attention he's getting for sure because he put up some really good numbers last year against some really good defenses and made big plays at times and really brought them back to beat North Carolina in the last couple minutes of the game and threw some nice balls there.
All right, that is Blake Harrell, East Carolina defensive coordinator, using all the quarterback buzzwords, spin it, sling it. Cory, what separates Leary from just an average quarterback? What does he do to have everybody talking about him heading into this season?
Yeah, I'll use another buzzword for you, the arm talent. The way that he makes throws. I mean, it's just, it's interesting because when he first came to NC State, there was kind of a knock on him. 24/7 Sports, which is the publication I work for, didn't have as high of a rating for him as some others. And one of the big reasons why was just such a long delivery that he had. He was able to make all the throws, but didn't really have a ton of touch on the football. Threw everything, even to like short routes and things like that to the outside. He was still throwing darts, and that's one of the things that he's really been able to kind of hone in on. The arm talent is clearly there, can make deep throws, has the accuracy, and make smart decisions too. I mean, we've mentioned this a ton. I don't know how much it's been said out in the public, but 35 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions last year. That's the first time any ACC quarterback has ever had those kinds of numbers. No quarterback in the ACC has ever thrown for 35-plus touchdowns and 5 or less interceptions. So it was a remarkable year for him last year, broke Phillip Rivers' record. And again, like I said, it's because of the things that he's worked on since he's gotten to NC State. He had the talent, but he is, he's one of those guys that, we saw it with Ike Ekwonu over the last several years. We saw it with Bradley Chubb. It was, they got the talent level, and they got to the point where they knew they could make the NFL, and they came back for one more year because they knew there was still so many things to work on, and they could see themselves, really improving their stock by putting a ton of focus in.
Cory Smith joining us, and in that clip, Coach Harrell brought up Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. It might have been asked in the question, which is why he brought his name up, and he said they're different players. And looking up Desmond Ridder's stats, he rushed for over 2,100 yards, almost 2,200 yards in his college career. And Blake Harrell described him as more of a thrower in the pocket. Can he run? Does NC State ask him to run? How about Leary when things break down, Cory?
No, but simply, I mean, he has some versatility, and he can run. He's done it at times. We saw it last year against Miami. He ran for a touchdown when a play broke down, and we've seen it, at times. But there's not built-in design runs for him. This isn't where you're going to have some kind of mesh, and he's going to look to see if he can run it. They do have run-pass options in there, but for the most part, he's handing the ball off and letting it go from there. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing about him is he is, more of a throwback quarterback. He's, a guy that's going to beat you with his arm, but he's also going to beat you in pressure situations too. Because that's, as you mentioned, that's what he did against UNC last year. That's what he's done against, in double overtime against Clemson last year. So, he doesn't wilt under pressure, basically.
Cory, on the defensive side of the ball, I've talked to Igo and others. What is the best unit NC State has on that side? And you kind of start at linebackers, and then you say, well, they got a good D-line too, and they got a good secondary too, and you kind of just circle back to the entire defense. So who are these standouts, and is there a standout unit on that defensive side of the ball for this Wolfpack team?
Yeah, I mean, the clear standout unit, when it comes to star power is always going to be the linebackers. They've had them for the last 3 years. All of those guys have had their own respective, big games, big seasons, with the exception really of Isaiah Moore because he hasn't been able to put together a complete season. Midway through last year, he was put in as, potential All-ACC or Defensive Player of the Year last year. And it, didn't end up materializing because he had the injury, was out for the rest of the season. But, the clear unit there is going to be linebackers, Drake Thomas, Peyton Wilson, Isaiah Moore. All three of those are all ACC capable guys. And then, the secondary is, to me, when you talk about complementary football, the defensive line sets up for the linebackers when it comes to pass rush. But they also help to set up for the secondary, too, because this is a secondary that, most people have ranked as, honestly, they have them ranked inside the top 10 in most, across the board. I think Athlon had them at, number 12, and then we've seen several others rank the secondary as, a top 10, which is, not something that NC State has typically had in a while, and that's why this has been looked at as a complete unit, for NC State heading into the year.
Cory, as far as the linebackers go, how can linebackers take over a game in 2022? Are they rushing the passer a lot? Are they just making the tackles when a running back is able to slip through the D-line? Is it pass coverage? I'm sure the answer is all of the above, but in particular, how do those NC State linebackers take over a game?
Yeah, like I said, it's the defensive line that sets them up, and that's because the defensive line, they run the 3-3-5 scheme. So you've got a bunch of dudes instead of having some 250-pound or 265-pound guys rushing the passer on a consistent basis on the outside. You've got three guys that are 280 to 300 pounds that are trying to clog up lanes and then allowing for pressure off the edge and allowing for for them to be able to create holes for the linebackers to be able to rush the passer. Drake Thomas was a guy last year that I believe had double-digit tackles for loss and nearly double-digit sacks. So he played a big part of that. And I think when you look back at it too, 2 years ago Peyton Wilson finished with the most interceptions for NC State. Last year, Drake Thomas finished with the most interceptions for NC State. So these guys are doing it in multiple different ways. And, Isaiah Moore is a guy that, playing that middle linebacker position, he constantly plays spy against opposite quarterbacks. He's able to rush the passer. He's done that in the past a ton. And he's just a really reliable guy that, I think 2 years ago was, him and Peyton Wilson were top 5, both in the ACC in terms of tackles at or behind the line of scrimmage, and that's typically just a run stuff. So he's a guy that can do it all as well. So those three can make a big impact, and you've got 2 other guys behind them that had 5+ starts last year because of injuries to Peyton Wilson and Peyton Wilson and Isaiah Moore last year.
Good insight from Cory Smith joining us, Pack Pride 24/7 Sports on the Pit Electric Live Line. Cory, we have been talking a lot of special teams here the last few days. As we've learned, we talked to the players Monday on the Delcor Players Lounge, but ECU going to have some of their best defenders, Xavier Smith, Jeremy Lewis, Miles Berry on the kick coverage, and also Keaton Mitchell, East Carolina speedster, who had a great year last year at running back, returning kicks this year. So the Pirates are putting a premium on special teams. NC State, #1 kickoff return team in the country last year. So Dave Doran takes his special teams seriously. How about this year in Raleigh? You expecting another big year on that side of the ball for NC State?
Yeah, it's all going to depend on what they end up ultimately going with. They've known for a long time that Thayer Thomas has been the lead guy there. And everything that we've heard out of camp has been that they're, in terms of punt return for Thayer Thomas. When it comes to kick return, there's been a bunch of different guys that they're putting at those spots. We don't know exactly who it's going to be until kickoff. It sounds like we'll probably be able to get to talk to them, about the depth chart once that comes out this upcoming Monday. But one of the guys I mentioned him earlier, Julian Gray, because to backtrack a little bit here, Zonovan Knight, which was the lead return guy last year, returned 2 touchdowns last season, and I believe led the nation by him, in terms of individual and the team in kickoff return yards, which you mentioned earlier. But he's gone. He's with the Jets now. So it's been Julian Gray that we've heard a ton about. Also another guy in Anthony Smith, both of those guys were track stars in high school. Both ran the 100 meters in like sub 10.7. So they're 2 guys that can really take the top off of a special teams unit. So we'll see exactly what they're capable of. But there's some other guys that they're talking about. Jordan Houston, who's going to be the lead running back, and then some other guys like Tanner Ingle have done it in the past. So we'll see what they do there. And then kickoff or field goal unit that comes back from last year. Christopher Dunn is the all-time leader for NC State in field goals made and also in total points. And then they brought in from Trenton Gill, was actually drafted this past year. It's rare that a punter is drafted, but Trenton Gill was drafted by the Bears this past year. And they brought in a transfer from Towson named Shane McDonough, which is going to be a guy that everything we've heard so far has been extremely consistent in camp. And he was a guy that set the all-time record in terms of average punt yards at Towson for his career there. So we'll see what he's capable of when they start things up against ECU next Saturday.
Cory, this is Chandler. We've talked about Devin Leary. Let's talk about the guys that are going to be protecting Devin Leary this year. You lose your left tackle in Ike Ekwonu to my Carolina Panthers. I know your center's pretty experienced guy. So talk about some of the guys that you lost or some of the guys that are coming back up there up front for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have kind of said that NC State's going to have a huge regression when it comes to the offensive line because of the loss of Ike Ekwonu, which obviously it's impossible to replace a guy like that. I mean, he was the number 6 overall pick to the Panthers for a reason. And he was just extremely consistent for 3 straight years at NC State. But they have a guy that they feel really good about in Anthony Belton. He only played 11 snaps last year, but he came over from, JUCO level, and he's 6'6", 330 pounds. His nickname is Escalade. So he's a guy that they feel really good about at that left tackle position. He started after earning the spot in the spring and having a really good summer and workout. He's been the guy that took the first snaps at the beginning of fall camp at that left tackle position. And then, all the other four guys that they have at the other four spots are all back from last year. And they actually bring back a guy in Chandler Zavala. You mentioned Grant Gibson at center position. He's just a consistent force guy that started over 30 games in his career. So they feel really good about him, obviously. And then at the left guard position, they get a guy in Chandler Zavala back who was lost after 4 games last year, I believe. He was lost right before the Boston College game, so he might have played 5 games, I believe. And he comes back after getting an NCAA waiver to come back for his last season. The running game, the stats I don't have in front of me, but the running game during his first 5 games he was there last year was significantly better than the last half of the season. So they feel good about getting him back and feel much better about where the run game is going to be on that side of the football, too.
Finally, Cory, let's go off the field. Let's go with the supernatural stuff, the NC State bleep stuff, the stuff that just always happens. So high expectations, highest number ever, right? Preseason, 13 for NC State. Fans are excited, but man, fans got to be nervous too in Raleigh about how's NC State going to NC State this up, and how much talk of that is going on. Cory, can folks still be excited and be super nervous about this 2022 season all at the same time? Is that how it is?
Yeah, I mean, I think it also depends on your expectations coming into the season, because there have been some, there's been some talk nationally from some people that just kind of look at the overall numbers and don't know the history for NC State and say, oh, well, they're college football playoff bound. Like, all right, let's temper it there. Let's kind of talk after maybe 5 weeks into the season. If they're 5-0 at that point, then maybe there can be some talk about it. But yeah, this team, there's definitely some lemon booty going on in Raleigh. With some nervous expectations. But when it comes to this team, it has been a team that is. I don't think that you could ever have a more experienced team, because you had a lot of guys that played during that 2020 COVID season, and then all came back last season. You had some injuries that kind of led to some guys coming back, and you had guys having a chance to step up last season that gained some valuable experience. I mean, the rotations on the defensive side of the football, there's not a position that doesn't have a guy that's at least started multiple games at every single position, and that's a testament to how much experience they've gotten over the last several years, but also how much they've kind of built with those guys, as opposed to saying, all right, we're going to go take a transfer at every single position and see what happens. And then on the offensive side of the football, again, the only concern for a lot of people is that running back position of, if that doesn't pan out and makes the offense one-dimensional, will they be able to survive that? And the answer is, if you look at the last 5-6 games of last season where NC State regressed a ton in the running game, Devin Leary was able to do it. They're running, their wide receiving core, the tight ends were able to do it. So yeah, there's a ton of nervous excitement still, and I think that the big concern is injuries, which knock on wood, they've been able to survive throughout fall camp without any big nicks or bruises. But there's always going to be some concern about the NC State stuff coming up.
Yeah, no doubt. Cory Smith joining us. Great insight there, Cory. You did say lemon booty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just confirming. Chandler, sorry to put you on the spot here, but as we let Cory go, when you were asking a question, I just kept thinking about Gary Hahn throwing it down to Cory Smith on the sideline with the 24/7 report. Could you do that real quick?
Yeah, let's go down to Cory. Let's go down to Cory Smith on the sideline with the 24/7 sports report.
All right, hit it again. Maybe you got to send it down to Tony to really.
Let's go down to Tony.
There it is.
Let's go down to Tony.
That's what I wanted to hear. What do you think, Cory? Pretty good, Gary Hahn.
We're entering the Case Age red zone.
Yeah. Yes, I remember hearing it from last year too. With the you guys were doing the pregame before some basketball stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. There you go. Hey, Cory, thanks for joining us, man. If folks want to check out more about the enemy, NC State, how can they follow your work?
Yeah, obviously at PackFly.com always, or you can check us out on just about any social media account. We have it, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at PackFly. We're even on TikTok now at PackFly247. So somebody already taken PackFly, but you can follow us at any of those platforms as well.
Awesome stuff, Cory. Appreciate the chat, man, and we'll see you next week here in Greenville, right?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.
There is Cory Smith, 24/7 Sports, joining us.
The igloo of NC State.
On the Pitt Electric Live Line. Some good info there on the Wolfpack. And as Mike P. on Facebook said, geez, can NC State do anything wrong? Why even make an all-ACC first team? Just copy-paste the NC State roster. Well, everybody's excited about this time of year. Hyping up everything. They are human. They are NC State. They are very beatable. They're also a double-digit favorite on East Carolina. Depends on how you want to look at it. I guess we'll make our official picks next week.
I have another bold prediction.
Ooh. Should we save it for the next segment or say it now? And say it loud and say it proud.
I'm going to say it loud and proud now.
All right, say it.
ECU will have at least 5 of their players on the first team all AAC team.
Okay. All right. Is that bold?
5 on the first team?
Yeah, it's pretty bold.
5 out of 11?
Well, you've got two sides of the ball, Chandler. You got defense, too.
Or 5 out of 22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bold prediction. Chandler Honeycutt.
I'm going 7. 7.
Back with more after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Hey Pirate Nation, Shimmer Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials. This is Holt Nailers, and if you need a Yeti cooler, apparel, shoes, or accessories for the season, Shimmer has you covered. Shimmer Boutique is also the exclusive retailer in Greenville carrying the largest selection of built-in broken gear for adults and youth. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville across from Lowe's. Go Pirates!
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, Office Coordinator for ECU Football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Ready to go week 1, ECU NC State. But before you get to 1, you got to count to 0.
Yep.
At least in college football, where nothing makes sense. There is week 0. And it is happening. And we're going to break down every single game right now with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, on the Pitt Electric Live line. I've been looking forward to this conversation. Big man's back to talk college football. Jeff, how you doing today?
Great. How are you, Cliff?
Awesome. And we made it. And I've been looking forward to this conversation for a while, Jeff. We're going to break down some actual football games going on this weekend. And, of course, we're gearing up for East Carolina NC State next Saturday. You already got something in on East Carolina plus 10.5. Before we break down week 0, Jeff, anything else, win total, week 1 games, anything else you've got anything on before we dive into this week 0 card? You got any early action going?
Yeah, I mean, I got my eyes on some things, but I haven't really put much in. I'm just kind of focused on week 0, kind of getting out of the way with that. I did play a little on Florida. I'm looking at Florida a little bit. I'm starting to really buy into them a little bit just with, I think the number just really suits them in that game. I think they're a really good football team this year, and a lot of people are all over Utah.
So they're home dogs, right, to Utah. What's that line at, Jeff?
Well, I got 2.5.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it as a game that I think they're going to win. I mean, Utah's a top 10 team. They're on the road, and I think people are still kind of questionable as to what Florida is, but I'm really happy and excited about what I'm hearing out of this locker room. The mood in Gainesville is one that they're very excited for new coach Billy Napier. I think this defense is going to be much better than it's been. I'm actually a big Anthony Richardson fan, and I think he has the potential to be a really good quarterback. They haven't really had a good quarterback really since Tim Tebow. I think they have the ability to be a really good football team. And this is a huge game down in the Swamp to open up the season. It's going to be very difficult. I think Cam Rising will be good, but, he's got a lot to prove, a lot of pressure off of last year. So I like Florida a little bit in this game, but I'm still looking over. I got plenty to do still.
Yeah, that is a fascinating matchup. We've talked about it. The Utes traveling across country, high expectations in Utah, kind of new era there in Florida. So fascinating week 1 matchup there. But it is week 0. And, Jeff, I'm going to run down the games in order of kickoff. So, and I'm sure I don't even have a number on some of these. You probably do have numbers on them. But even if you don't have interest in the game, I'll at least ask you about a team involved going on in week 0. And it starts at noon Saturday, CBS Sports Network Austin P at Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, a lot of fun to take last year, take overs, Bailey Zappi and that offense. But how about, I guess it's a new era there with the Hilltoppers, right? What's the outlook on Western Kentucky this year?
Yeah, it's even more concerning, Cliff, that over the last week or two, their quarterback, who they had pegged, I think, kind of be the quarterback, Jared Doge, left the program. So they have some real question marks heading into the season. Not a game I'm going to be running to bet. These are kind of matchups. There's not a few of them this week. Austin P isn't one of the better FCS teams, so this is going to be one I'd likely just avoid.
All right, big man, the game with the biggest name recognition anyway, Big Ten matchup going on in Dublin, Ireland, 12:30 on Fox, Nebraska versus Northwestern. We have talked a lot about Nebraska, their struggles, Scott Frost, hot seat, all that. Once again, expectations for this Nebraska team. I think a lot of close losses last year, but losses are losses, and they piled up for the Cornhuskers. Can Frost save his job? Can he get it off to a good start? How about this game with Nebraska, a 2-touchdown favorite over Northwestern, looking like 13.5 or so?
Yeah, so Clip, I'll give you a little in here. I'll give your listeners an in. I've already bet this game. I bet Nebraska. I took it at 12.5. It's up to 13.5, so I'm getting a good number here. Listen, here's the thing about Nebraska. Okay, they were 3-9 last year. We all know that. The 3 games they won last year were by 45, 25, and 49. One of their wins came against the same Northwestern team, 56-7. Now, what is really striking about their 9 losses last year is every game they lost was by 9 or less points. Okay, they didn't get blown out. They could have been a very different football team if certain things went a little different. Okay, you look at this year. Coming in, they have a very good quarterback. I like Casey Thompson. I think against this type of competition in this particular game, I think he has a very solid day. You look at the fact that last year, this Northwestern team got destroyed on the ground by Nebraska. Nebraska ran for 427 yards. Jaquez Yant, Ramir Johnson, both back this year for Nebraska. I really like this offense. I think this team is going to really move the football behind a more balanced offense. I think defensively they're really good. I think this is a group that we forget only gave up about 20 points a game last year. Northwestern only scored about 16 per game. Their quarterback play isn't good. We have a game that's in Dublin, Ireland here. Northwestern got in on Monday, so there's plenty of time to get acclimated here. This number to me speaks for itself. I think Nebraska cruises like 34-13 here. I'm going to lay the price with Cornhuskers here.
All right, Jeff Nadu likes Nebraska coming up in that one, 12:30 on Fox on Saturday. Idaho State is at UNLV. Just a quick little nugget here, Jeff. Former ECU safety Damon Magazoo picked off Russell Wilson to clinch the game in 2010 here in Greenville against the NC State Wolfpack. He is now an assistant coach at UNLV, and I remember last year I kept drafting a text to send him congrats on the first win, and I couldn't send it for a while because UNLV kept losing, and they kept losing close games. I was looking back at their schedule. They lost by 1 possession to Fresno State, UTSA, Utah State, San Jose State, San Diego State. They're in every single one of these games, just couldn't win them. I guess as UNLV, can they be pesky in the Mountain West, Jeff, this year, or are they kind of bottom of the barrel there in that conference?
Yeah, look, I think the idea for Marcus Arroyo is to just win some football games and maybe get bowl eligible. I don't know if they are. You have to wonder. I think, in most games they're going to be a dog. Now, we have to remember Hawaii's not as good. San Jose State's not as good. I think they have 3 or 4 wins on this schedule. It's not going to be easy, though. They don't particularly have a great quarterback. They do have a decent offensive line and a solid receiver in Kyle Williams, but they're not a team that I'm going to be looking to play. That said, Idaho State is not, one of those top 25, top 30 FCS groups either. So when I'm looking at out of FCS versus FBS, I want to attack teams that are very good. Let's say a 7-8 win team in college football playing a very poor FCS team. I don't want to back teams like UNLV against FCS teams. You look at last year, UNLV lost to Eastern Washington Club. Okay, this is not a team I'm looking to back laying what's like to be a big number.
Speaking of big numbers, Jeff, we talked about this one earlier in the offseason. Can't remember if you bit the bullet and took it, but UConn at Utah State, Fox Sports 1, 4 o'clock Saturday. Did you end up taking the Aggies with that big number against UConn?
No, I didn't, and there's a reason I didn't. And it really isn't that I don't want to take Utah State here. I'm just kind of looking at this game and saying, well, why don't I just bet the over at 59.5? And when I'm just looking at Utah State's offense, we have to remember Logan Bonner, their starting quarterback, they are very non-committal on whether he's going to play on Saturday. He's coming off an injury where he didn't play last year in the bowl game because of it. Cooper Legas, the backup, was great in that game and really looks to be someone that should be able to handle UConn here. I think they probably put up 35 to 40 points. And I look at Utah State and I say, if they do have an issue, it's on the defensive end. There should be more fight out of UConn this year. They're tougher. They have a new coach in Jim Mora. I have to feel like maybe, this is like a 42-21 type of game. I could see that. I didn't quite get there on Utah State, even though bettors are taking UConn.
I've seen it. Yeah, the line has. I'm seeing 26.5. When we talked earlier, it was around 28, I believe.
Listen, I don't find it interesting at all. I have no interest in sitting there with a 27 ticket on UConn. Why not just take the over? Look, for them to cover that sort of number, they're going to have to score 24, 21 points or something. I know Utah State's going to score close to 40. 59.5 seems a little too low. This number, I thought would be into the 60s.
Jeff Nadu joining us on the Pit Electric Live Line, breaking down Week 0. Jeff, at first glance, I saw Illinois, Wyoming plus 10, and now it's plus 11. My first gut, no research at all, was like, all right, let's just take the points, go with the Cowboys, see what happens. And then I was actually listening to Pick Central earlier this week. I think it was Mincy, who's been under fire of late, talked about the transfers from Wyoming. And that's something that guys like you that do the research and people like me need to do the research. Who lost transfers? Who was hurt by the portal? And on the flip side, who was helped by the portal? Sounds like Wyoming was hurt by the portal, which I guess why this line continues to go Illinois' way.
Well, it also, not only was the portal, but, they got destroyed by going to the next level also.
Graduate, yeah.
And got really hit hard. Logan Wilson, Chad Moomaw both went to the NFL. And as he pointed out, the truth of the matter was about this football team, they were horrific at quarterback. It's not going to get easier. This year, have another new quarterback in Laramie. And look, the only good player they had last year was Xavier Holiday, who transferred to Arizona State. This is a bad football team. I actually have under 5.5 wins with this team. I think they're really bad. I see one win on this schedule, maybe two.
Wow.
This is a bad football team. I think they beat Northern Colorado, and I think they beat New Mexico. Maybe Hawaii, too. I think 3 is kind of their ceiling. I was actually quite surprised that we got a 5.5. I didn't see it. They're a bad football team, not a lot returning on defense or offense for that matter. And I got to tell you, I'm actually quite high on Illinois. I think they're going to be a lot more high-powered this season. They have a new quarterback. An upgraded quarterback in Tommy DeVito, a kid that played at Syracuse. I think he can be a kind of an upgrade for whatever they've had there. That's been an issue for them. They have good offensive linemen. We know Brett Bielema was a big hog molly type of guy, gets his big boys up front. They got a good, solid group of running backs. And I think they have one of the better running backs nobody talks about in the country, and Chase Brown. I like their infusion on defense. Under Lovie Smith, I think they'll be better than they've been over the last couple of years. This game, to me, kind of screamed 27-10, 24-10, something like that. I also kind of like the under at 43.5. I think Wyoming really struggles to move the football here.
Jeff Nadu joining us. We're breaking down Week 0. Duquesne is at Florida State. Mike Norvell looking for a winning season there in Tallahassee for the first time this year, Jeff. Speaking of hot seats, not sure how hot it is, but he needs to put something together down there in Tallahassee. Is this the year Florida State and Mike Norvell turns things around?
Yeah, this game's going to get ugly. The truth is, when Jordan Travis is playing well, they're going to score a lot of points. This game screams 52-0 to me. Florida State's really going to be a question of how long they keep their starters in this game. I actually think Florida State will be quite good this year. I think they're an 8-win team. I really do. I think defensively they should completely just overpower a lower-end type of team. And look, over the years they've beaten up teams like this. This is a spot where I think they really named their number. I would have to think you'll see a number in this game, 45, 48, something like that. They're going to be like a big number here.
All right, if you're looking for competitive games, maybe this will tickle your fancy. Charlotte is at FAU, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
CBS Sports Network. Now, FAU is a 7.5 point favorite, but pretty interesting matchup here, Jeff. Any lean here?
I think the only reason Florida Atlantic is a 7-point favorite is because what they did last year to Charlotte. They beat them up bad. But I think outside of that, I think these two teams are about even. I actually like Charlotte. I think Will Healy's a good coach. They bring back pretty much everybody on offense, including their quarterback. The problem for Charlotte is and will be defensively. They'll move the ball and score points, but they were a bad defense last year. The problem I have with FAU, this is a quarterback in N'Kosi Perry that went from Miami really to a mediocre FAU team, and that's what he's been, mediocre. He can look really good, but Charlotte's going to have a bit of a chip on their shoulder here after getting blown out last year. And remember, the first game's always a great spot with plenty of time to prepare. Charlotte's been ready for Florida Atlantic for weeks. If you're going to give me a full touchdown, I'll lean with the Niners here.
All right, taking the Niners Saturday night, 7 o'clock, CBS Sports Network. Also Saturday night, 8:15, ACC Network. North Carolina gets their season underway. They're taking on Florida A&M. How about Mac Brown? Now here, I don't know how much you hear about North Carolina football, Jeff, up there, but here it seems like they are overrated every year heading into the season, never live up to expectations. This year, they're kind of an afterthought. Nobody's talking about North Carolina, Wake Forest, NC State in the top 25. Tar Heels not getting mentioned a lot. Maybe that's a good thing for North Carolina, but I don't know. Do they deserve to be mentioned? Life without Sam Howell beginning for North Carolina. What do you think about the Tar Heels this year?
Yeah, they've been one of the more disappointing teams over the last couple of years. And let's just be honest. I mean, Drake may be the next best quarterback there, but I think he's going to take some growing pains this year. That said, I mean, Florida A&M won 3 games last year. This is a group. Their only wins came, they had 3 losses. They had a couple of wins, but they're a team that plays in the SWAC, a group that is one of the worst. The only good team down there is Jackson State. Just a bad football team. I mean, North Carolina should be able to do whatever they want. They have the major advantage here. And Florida A&M has a brand new quarterback. They just named him this week, a guy called Musa. So, I don't think it's going to be pretty for the Rattlers here. They're just going to be overpowered in this game. But long term, I'm not high on North Carolina at all.
Jeff Nadu joining us, Pit Electric Live Line. Love running down the slate with the big man. We got 3 games left, Jeff. We got one in the Sun Bowl on Sunday night or Saturday night. And how about a pick'em to kick off the year? North Texas at UTEP, sitting at pick right now.
You got to love the pick'ems.
Yeah.
I tell you though, this is a tough game, man. It really is for me. I actually am pretty high on both these teams. I will say though, I was a bit worried about UTEP as the season went on. Seems like they really just battened down the hatches and won their 6 games, and that was that. I think they lost their final 6 games of the season. So I'm a little worried. I got to be honest. I don't know if they should be a favorite, really. I never want to bet them in a favorite role. I do like North Texas. I think defensively they're going to be really good. And, Clip, listen to this. They have a quarterback, Austin Awney, 29 years old. I mean.
Wow. ECU has a 30-year-old punter, but to have a quarterback that old, that is strange.
Yeah, it's weird. He actually played in the Yankees organization in baseball for a lot of years, and then he came back to college football. But they have a terrific running back, a couple terrific running backs, a good offensive line, some real weapons at receiver. I lean North Texas. I think they're the better football team. UTEP, I think, will blind people with how much improved they were last year. But in the end, like I said, I mean, they were not good as the season went on. I think North Texas beats them. I think North Texas is kind of underrated in this conference. If they can get good quarterback play from Awney, they're going to be a pretty decent team, I think. They have a great defense.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Couple games left on the slate. Nevada is at New Mexico State. And, man, you just kind of look at sad football programs throughout the years. New Mexico State, one of those teams, but they are trying to get a new lease on life here. They will take on the Wolfpack, who have traditionally been pretty good, Jeff. So how about the road favorite Nevada taking on New Mexico State? Looks like Nevada's around a 9-point favorite.
Yeah, this number has gotten destroyed by sharp money. I mean, New Mexico State was 14.5 at open.
Wow.
I've seen 8 at certain books. I mean, Nevada is not a group that I'm running to bet. I don't think they're very good. They're replacing a great quarterback in Carson Strong. And listen, from what I've understood and read down in Las Cruces, New Mexico, There's some excitement building around this team finally. Doug Martin was an awful coach. They brought in Jerry Kill, who several years ago had some really cool moments off the field after some health issues. He was with Minnesota at one point. He's a good coach. They're not a great football team, but neither is Nevada. I'm not running to bet on Nevada that they'll win by double digits. I think this game will probably be close late, and New Mexico State will lose on a close game. The number has gotten destroyed. And as I've said many times, Cliff, you cannot bet bad numbers in college football. I mean, I wish I could have got like a 14 on New Mexico State, but I can't anymore. And now it's down below 10.
Yeah.
I think New Mexico State is pretty live here.
Man, a lot of movement there. And finally, this game is going to be bet on a lot because it's late night Saturday. It's on TV. It's Vanderbilt and Hawaii out on the island, 10:30, CBS Sports Network. Now, earlier this offseason, Jeff, I know you were looking at Vanderbilt more, and you made it sound like not necessarily a play on them, but really a play against Hawaii, which looks like a mess right now. So I'm seeing the line at 8. How about this late night Saturday game?
Yeah, so Cliff, I put out a newsletter on Patreon. I go over a lot of games, and I'm going to read to you what I wrote about this game. I wrote, sharp money is all over Vandy, and this number is now over a touchdown. I really didn't want to lay it then, and I don't really want to lay it now. Vandy will be improved, yes, but Hawaii is bad, and this is still a long travel spot for a poor football team, and you need them to win by double digits. These are teams that will make mistakes, screw things up when they matter most, and you'll be sitting there at midnight at the bar annoyed that you backed them. If you wanted Vandy, you should have gotten on board 2 weeks ago when the number was 6 or 6.5.
Yeah.
Betting bad numbers will kill your bankroll, and I'm big on that principle. That said, to me personally, though, I wouldn't bet the game altogether.
Okay.
So it's a game that, as you said, is a complete crap show. I wanted to say something else, but we're on radio and I can't. You're going to have a lot of people at 2 a.m. half drunk saying, why did I bet this game?
Yep.
It's just not a situation I want to be in.
Welcome to football. A welcome to football moment early Sunday morning after betting on Vanderbilt and Hawaii. Jeff, I've been looking forward to this conversation, and it delivered. Really fun breaking down all the action for week 0 from you. And then next week, can't wait to talk to you about week 1. I know you got a lot going on right now. Anything in particular you want the folks to know about what you got going?
Yeah, I'll just kind of say, keep abreast of the situations. We've got some news that's imminent, and you'll all know something very soon. It's been a long road about all this announcement stuff, but I'm excited for the season. I got some college basketball news coming up soon as well. We're taking a little break. Clip, I did 72 straight episodes and weeks on the sit down.
Wow.
Taking a little break. I'm rebranding the show, and we'll hope to bring that back in about a month. So a lot going on, a lot of excitement, and keep an eye out over the next, I'll say 24 hours.
All right. There you go, folks. And Jeff, love to chat today, man. Let's keep it rolling. Appreciate your time as always, bud.
Next week, ECU football, baby. Come on.
A fired up Jeff Nadu.
He's ready to go.
To wrap it up today. That's what I like to hear. Big man on campus joining us, talking week 0. And already ready. The bet is in for Jeff Nadu. He's already got East Carolina plus 10.5 next week for the game against NC State. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up hour 2. We still got to talk to Mike Mullis. We still got to talk to former East Carolina safety Warren Saba and make you a winner on this Thursday. A lot more to go. Back with you after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Have you experienced increased aches and pains recently? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden is your premier CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Do you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support? Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation, and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville. Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. And with a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room now has poker every Tuesday night and trivia on Wednesdays with DJ Captain Morgan. It's a new look, a new name, but the same location on Fifth Street right beside the State Theater. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, a couple minutes ago, to go before 5 o'clock, where we'll head on into hour number 3. As we wrap up hour 2, quick look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Cardinals 8-3 over the Cubs in the 8th inning. Billy Weaver was at Wrigley Field earlier this week. We'll talk to Weave on the show coming up on Friday. He's still in Chicago.
Was he doing free poop samplings outside the stadium?
Wow. No. Look at Shirley. She's like a bird pecking. Do we have a camera on that?
He looked over there and she's like this.
We have a button.
I have a button that sticks on this board, and I can't get it to turn on or off.
And it is the mic that controls Shirley and CJ's mic. So it's important to have it off when we're talking because they don't want to say something behind the scenes and, get be on the show.
Wow, Shirley, these guys suck.
Exactly.
Like that.
And
like that.
Button, for whatever reason, is malfunctioning. And Shirley was over there just pecking away. Peck.
Yeah,
peck.
because sometimes you can just gently touch it and it'll cut off.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you can sit there and practically, we counted one time 27 times
27.
where I hacked away at it and couldn't get it to turn off.
One for every Yankees championship.
Oh.
Look at you, Mr. Trivia Man.
And as a Red Sox fan, I really hated the fact that you just mentioned that.
Yeah.
CJ, we got to talk about your hair and how glorious it is.
It's better than it was. It was really hot.
What do you ask for when you get that?
I showed them a picture. I found something on Pinterest that I liked, so I just show them the picture.
On Pinterest?
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm not saying anything.
Hey, all the barbers say thank you.
Do you
want
want to say something?
Yeah, do this. I mean, that's a pretty good barber there to show them a picture. Say, hey, I want this.
Yeah.
Let me have it.
We're not getting a good look of it on y'all's camera.
Let's get a good shot of it. Let's get CJ's hair.
Oh,
in
okay.
here.
Hold on.
Get in there.
The camera.
Yeah. Can we get a side profile?
Yeah.
You got to take the headphones off.
Oh.
All right.
All right, there it is.
CJ's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
It looks fantabulous.
Mariners 3, Guardians 1 in the third inning. The Rays beat the Angels 8-3. Coming up tonight, O's baseball right here on Pirate Radio. They take on the White Sox. I believe Chicago knocked them off last night. Yeah, they did. So O's trying to win that series over Chicago. There is some NFL tonight. Let's see who plays tonight. When do the Panthers play?
Friday. First home game against the defending AFC. They're playing the Bills.
Golly.
That was terrible. I just had a stroke. I literally just had a stroke live on Sports.
Defending. You could have gone AFC champions.
Yeah, and that's where I was trying to get to.
Never got there, huh?
Nah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of football, Jay Gruden has been hired by the Rams.
Wow.
As a consultant.
How about that?
Well, he
And
needs to
get
consult these players because they're out there just beating up on the Bengals.
And get this, he will be doing so remotely.
That's lame.
Get this.
So Sean McVay coached under Jay Gruden in Washington. And now he is helping out Sean McVay. Circle of life, folks. Packers at Chiefs tonight, NFL Network, 8 o'clock. And on Prime Video, 49ers at Texans, 8:15. So those games tonight. On your Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by DaBuck. NBA note, Chet Holmgren out for the year.
Yikes.
After suffering a foot injury in some kind of, wasn't it just a pickup game against LeBron James or something?
It was the Liz Frank in the foot, just like Matt Corral for the Panthers, who's going to miss a whole year due to that injury.
I heard that they actually ended up stopping that game early because the floor was deemed unsafe because it was wet. So I don't know if that ever had anything to do with it, but
why are they out there playing that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Anyway?
I don't know. Even LeBron James, like, he didn't come away injured, but you're 37 years old. You don't need to do anything before the season starts.
What is this they're doing anyway?
It's
just a pickup game?
It's a glorified pickup game.
It looks like it's organized, though, because they're wearing the same jerseys.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's
organized
got to be
to a
cool
degree.
if you're able to go to it and see all those great players play.
Yeah.
Right.
But, I mean, this is what
unfortunate.
happens.
All right.
Which, I mean, that was kind of like a speculation with Chet Holmgren because he's literally like a stick.
Yeah.
He's like a 7'3" stick.
Right.
Speaking of injuries and being out a very long time, some news coming out of the NFC East. Tyron Smith is going to be out until at least...
a few months, right?
Until at least December is what I'm reading. A torn hamstring.
Wow.
For the Dallas Cowboys. So that is big for their O-line. Let's get a break in. We'll call Mully and have more for you. Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. Also make you a winner. Warren Saba. It's all coming up on PRL. Back with you after these words.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. Jeff, how's the service department?
Service is going great. Like I told you before, 2022 is the year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop-off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Pabst is the place where things are exactly as you remember them, right down to the flicker of an old neon sign. Why is it flickering? I don't know. I'm a voice, not a neon mechanic.
Pabst is the place. Hey Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a PBR cooler full of beer. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brownie Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, my folks got a vehicle from Brown & Wood recently. They're very pleased with it. So there you go.
How are your folks doing, by the way?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. Let's head out to the Pit Electric Live Line and talk to, in my opinion, a 5-star guest. He is Mike Mullis, joining us today on the program. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. Bit of a rainy day outside, if you haven't noticed. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if you get the experience of dropping off or picking up at the school, but we're experiencing the unique combination of the insanity that comes with orientation and rain in a school parking lot. I think people lose their minds under both circumstances.
Well, we hope everything's going all right out there in your world as you experience that. Let's talk about what's going on in the sports world, Mully. We are, believe it or not, a week and a half away from Pirate football. Week 0 coming up this Saturday with some games. I'll throw this one out to you, Mully. What kind of game are you expecting in Greenville next Saturday? The over-under is 55.5. Over or under that amount of points between NC State and ECU?
I like the over.
All right.
I like the over, and I'm not so sure that I don't think the over doesn't favor the Pirates.
So a shootout, and is ECU equipped to play in a shootout?
Well, I wouldn't say that I thought the shootout would favor them if I didn't think they were.
Yeah, that was just a radio trick where I kind of set you up to further answer the question, not for you to call out that you've already spoke on it. I kind of wanted you to speak more on it. But you know what? We can just bypass that.
But, yeah, I get that.
I don't know why we have to do this every time, Mike.
Well, I guess maybe just at this stage in my career.
I got him to break there.
Yeah, you did.
I would have expected a little more professional respect than that to think you would a little head game.
Now it's a respect thing? Now I
no
don't
respect. No respect.
Hey, Rodney Dangerfield? Oh, boy. Mully, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, no, I love answering questions I've already answered.
Have I asked how you're doing?
Oh, everything's good. I mentioned it's raining and I'm at the school.
Okay, all right. Mike Mullis is here. Chandler, can you throw a question out there? Like, I'm struggling right now. He's got me off my game. Can you help me out?
How many kids do you have left in school?
Good question.
I have 3. Let's get back to sports. How about, come on, let's a little some sports here.
What about the everlasting change of golf, Mully? How's it going now since the last time we talked to you?
I think it's going to change even more here in the next couple weeks. I don't know if you guys saw, Chandler. I would assume that you probably did maybe clip that Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy have partnered to come out with this 3-on-3 2-hour deal that they're going to do on Monday nights that seems to be kind of top golfish. And I think that is a pretty desperate – if people are getting mad about the LIV Tour changing the PGA, then how are they going to feel about 3-on-3 in a building basically playing a video game?
So, wait, I did see this, but I didn't read into it, Mully. Is Tiger and real golfers actually going to be doing something physically, or is it a video game, or what is this?
No, seriously, Tiger and Rory McIlroy have come up with this deal. And the brilliance to me, too, and when I say brilliance, I'm being sarcastic, they're going to do this on Monday nights going against Monday Night Football.
Oh,
jeez.
And basically, it's a 2-hour deal. From what I read, it's 3-on-3, and they're going to give out, quote-unquote, I think they called it a buttload of money. And they're going to play this, they're calling it a stadium event, but it looks very much like a video game or very top golf kind of deal. And I just think is there anything more hypocritical than doing that and saying how bad it is for the LIV Tour to go to shorts and 54 holes and shotgun start and play, but yet they're going to come out and start basically a video game league? I think it's all kind of laughable.
Well, we're going to have maybe some more golfers exit the PGA Tour following the FedEx playoffs going on right now. By the way, Scotty Scheffler in the lead at 12 under par. He started the event 10 under and got a head start because he's ranked number 1 in the world, but he's 3 shots up on Xander Schauffele. So, Mully, after this week, we're going to see more names probably head over to the LIV, and will it get close to home? You know, where's Harold in all this, you think, as far as PGA versus LIV?
Yeah, no, I think, I think there's some obvious ones, or at least the big piece right now is what Cam Smith's going to do.
Yeah.
But I will tell you there are an awful lot of rumblings that Harold may be headed that way. And these are some some North Carolina folks that have some ties, and it kind of, a matter of fact, I heard somebody say the other day, it's the worst kept secret in the local golf community. But yeah, it looks like that. Who knows what happens? I mean, these decisions can be made, and opinions, turn on a dime. But yeah, there's a lot of speculation and a fairly robust rumor. And I would say right now it's nothing more than a rumor and speculation that Harold is at least strongly considering a move to the LIV Tour, which I think is maybe completely coincidental. But he's got his tournament in town. I guess it's the 1st or 2nd of September, which also coincides with the LIV date in Boston. And word on the street is that he is not going to be in attendance here for his tournament. So I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of lines that can be drawn. The more I've thought about it, I understand the financial side for every one of these guys. But it's a chase of the money, and really a tremendous loss in prestige, at least now, because whoever wins out there, number one, nobody can tell me who's won other than the first event. I happen to know Charles Schwartzel won it, but other than it being the inaugural event, I don't even know what the name of the event was.
Look, I'm not actively searching out results or tournaments or anything like that. And in the same fashion, I feel like I'm not really actively finding out where the PGA Tour event is being held on the weekends. But I can say that I don't know how many tournaments the LIV has had or where they've played or how often. Like, I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you, Mully. It's off the radar right now.
No, right now it is kind of golf in a vacuum, because the only television coverage they get is, I say television, the only coverage they get is a stream, that they run, and it's free and all that kind of great stuff. But I don't even know that I've seen very many LIV highlights on ESPN. You certainly won't see them on the Golf Channel. But I think the first event, there was a little blurb about it. But again, I don't recall seeing a whole lot about it. The things that I hear about it, and I pay more attention than most, is, things like Pat Perez playing like a dog, but still he's already won, over $1.5 million because his team has had success, and therefore he's won like $750,000 twice, plus whatever he gets to go play. And he came out, for him, he's like, dude, this is a no-brainer. Like, that's, if you look at a guy like Harold's career earnings is $10 million and some change. And I think he won like 2.6 this past year, including a big lick in Saudi. If he gets, $8-9 million bucks up front and gets another $8-9 million to play, I definitely get the financial side. It still is hard. I don't know will it matter as much if or when Harold or whoever else wins a LIV golf event? Will it matter? I mean, no different than winning at a pro event that's not a PGA Tour event. It's a cool thing. You look at the money, that's great, but it doesn't have the prestige of even winning, Sanderson Farms or a down-the-line PGA Tour event. Of course, the PGA's come out with all this, and again, it's so funny to me. They, due to the fact that they were pressed, they've come out with new ways to, they're going to split the tour up and have top-tier events for the better players and chance to make a lot more money, and they're coming out with guaranteed money for some players. And honestly, Clip, I know you don't follow it real closely, but you need to look some of that stuff up, not even for fodder for the air. It's just very interesting.
Good stuff. Mike Mullis joining us today on the Pit Electric Live Line, talking LIV, talking PGA Tour. So President's Cup coming up, Mully. That is in late September, and it'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina, Quail Hollow. And you have to be, a PGA Tour member, right, to play in this event. And Cameron Smith is the highest ranked player on the international team. And so we'll have to see what his decision is. But if you have defected to the LIV, you're not going to be participating in this event, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
At least that's where they're at right now with it. I could see a scenario where Cam Smith wins the FedEx Cup this weekend. I don't know where he's at right now. I hadn't seen any scores today, but I could see a scenario, and actually it would be the train wreck again. The train wreck that you kind of you can't look away from. Cam Smith wins the FedEx Cup, takes the check for I think it's 15 million bucks, and while he's holding their trophy, puts on a live tour like a high school kid announcing where he's going to college. I just could see it. And again, it gets more and more interesting or tumultuous when Tiger and Rory, in an effort to save the tour, come out with this hokey video game concept. I don't know, man. It's whoever thought we would be talking about golf like this. College football, we kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
The others, but who would have ever thought golf would be affected by some of these shenanigans?
And Mully, your thing, I mean, you talk about how much baseball has changed, Major League and I guess throughout baseball, but particularly you kind of falling out of love with Major League Baseball. It's been a topic with you over the years, and now, like every sport, what sport is the same as it was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago? As the NFL, maybe?
No, I mean, the NFL, my boys and I talk about it watching the game, and they're both on the football team at Hope, and we're watching games and kind of trying to, learn as we're watching. And I explain to them all the time, the game has changed so much. It used to be, and we've talked about this, it used to be the highlight of the weekend was who got decapitated or who.
Oh, yeah, well.
Are over.
Yeah.
And there's no even, again, everything in the world from an athletic standpoint, and I don't know about soccer as much or rugby or some of the, more European sports. Not that, and look, nobody get mad. I understand soccer is the biggest sport in the world right now, but everything's gone to offense. And so, I don't know that there is a game that remains the same. And I really didn't. I had a vision in my mind of how much Major League Baseball changed, but I didn't really recognize it until I watched the captain, the Jeter deal, watching those old highlights and watching even going back to Don Mattingly and that era of baseball, which is when I fell in love with the game.
Mike Mullis joining us. Congrats, two boys playing at Hope. You know what team the coach told me I should play for in middle school, Mully?
No, which one?
No Hope.
No Hope.
I don't know if I said that up correctly. That was off the cuff. If you could give me maybe a night, I could tinker with it and probably have a better setup and delivery on it. But that was...
I tell you, for a second, I thought Troy was doing a great impersonation of you and had stolen your microphone.
Mully, you're the man. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you have a good rest of your day and week, and we'll talk to you game week next week.
Hey, happy week 0.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you watching any football? You watching Nebraska Northwestern on Saturday?
Oh yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, why not? I'm watching preseason football. Why not? You know what? Coke missed a great opportunity here, or whatever other products. It should have been brought to you by Pepsi.
Something zero. Fill in the blank 0 calories. Yeah, beer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Right.
See you, bud.
Anyway, all right. Take care.
There he is.
All right, Mully.
Got off to a rocky start, but I think we finished pretty good.
Yeah, man.
With that conversation. So, Mike Mullis. All right, we've got an interview with Warren Saba coming up.
Do we really now?
But Shirley, can we open it up?
Booty bag. Booty, 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 booty,
that was
booty
funny
everywhere.
Yesterday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
I think it was yesterday. I always set it up, Shirley, I think it's time. Can we open up the boot? And I look at Shirley and she's going, no, do not open it up right now. Don't do it.
I am absolutely giving him the signal of, let's not, no, we're not
and
doing
I
it
look
right
over
now.
there. I got my blinders on, but then I finally turn my head and I see Shirley in the middle of 2 computers with 2 hands going. Stop. And no Chandler. Stop. Chandler, we had a man down. He was doing yet another duty he does here at Pirate Radio. And Shirley said, don't open that bag. Well, guess what? She just gave me the okay. She hit the music. So we're opening it up now. What are we giving away, Shirley?
$10 gift card to Familia.
Familia!
I had Familia earlier this week. I've had Familia quite a bit. You know what I had last time I went, Chandler?
Well, what did you have, Clip?
I went with the Supreme Pizza. And it was awesome.
How was it?
It was freaking awesome.
I think I said this last week or 2 weeks ago. I told my friends, I said, hey, I got dinner for us tonight. Buffalo chicken pizza, which is a classic. We've had it several times. We've had it before a ECU game on game day. Sound like a Supreme Pizza. I said, I'm going to try Familia's Supreme Pizza tonight, and it was delicious. Try it today.
All right, what call are you looking for, Charlotte? 317-1250, caller 6. Warren Saba joins us next.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Pabst is the place where friends come to gather. A place where the party naturally goes. A place where someone is microwaving a burrito. A place where... a kitchen. It's a kitchen. Pabst Blue Ribbon. This is the place.
Hey Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a PBR cooler full of beer. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl. Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Pirate Radio.
We have a standard for the way you're going to play, and we're going to start making sure that we point out those that are meeting the standard, and everybody else has to rise to that. You have to. There is no choice. You have to rise to the standard, because the standard is what wins.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations are available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And congratulations to John Caton of Grimesling. Got a $10 gift card courtesy of Familia. Familia is your place for great Italian food, whether it's great New York-style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parm, or the delicious homemade desserts. Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, yesterday I got a text from a friend of mine. He said it was at 5:54 p.m. Did I answer it during the show? I did. I answered it at 5:55. He said, favorite pastas at Familia. And I said, I like the linguine alfredo with shrimp and sausage. Tortellini is great if you want to throw a few extra bucks. So I gave him a couple of options there. He sent back 2 minutes later, I'm getting chicken marsala. Well, why even ask? Why waste my time and yours? Because, I had a really thoughtful answer and a very quick response. I thought I was doing something nice for a friend. And he just completely goes the opposite direction.
I've seen the videos on social media, mostly TikTok, where people go to breweries and stuff, and they say, "What is your suggestion?"
Yeah,
right? It's basically you can go anywhere, any restaurant. What's your suggestion for a drink or anything? And the waitress / waiter sits there and goes through all and what they taste like and this and that. I'll take a Bud Light.
Hey, can't go wrong with a Bud Light, but. Yeah, so, you know what? Nobody else asks. Don't ask my opinion if you're not going to go through it.
I know. God, that's funny.
Chandler, your buffalo chicken looked good last night. I ain't got that in a while, but I tell you what, my
buffalo chicken wrap, by the way.
Chicken cheese steak was good last night.
I was hungry, man. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go and...
Let's stop talking about food because I'm getting hungry. Let's talk to Warren Saba.
I've been hungry.
How have you been hungry? You can't get hungry if you stay hungry. Warren Saba, former East Carolina safety, USFL, now joining us on the Pitt Electric Live line. Talk some Pirate football, talk about what Warren's up to. Warren, great to have you back on Pirate Radio. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir, and fired up for some Pirate football. And Warren, let's talk about where you are right now and how it relates to heading into the ECU season. So you were signed in the USFL and suffered an injury early on, right? Was it week 1, Warren, of the season where you suffered your injury?
Yeah, I want to say my second or third drive of the game.
Yeah, and man, that really was a shame to see. But some good news, we saw that you were picked up or re-signed, I guess, via free agency. So you're going to remain in that league. Are you still with Michigan?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Michigan re-signed me. I want to say 2 weeks ago.
So how are you doing health-wise right now, Warren?
Right now I'm good. I'm 100%. Just training, and just helping where I can right now around the house for my mom.
Good deal. So doing a number of different things right now. So what was your season like? Did you remain around the team through your injury, Warren? Were you away from the team? What was your USFL season like while you were injured?
I stayed for a little bit, and then I actually came back to Greenville to do rehab at Young's to get right. So the whole summer, and a little bit of the summer I was in Greenville. Then I came back home and did the rest of my rehab here. And now I'm 100%. I've been training, just getting ready for next season.
That's awesome. Warren Saba joining us. What was the injury you suffered, Warren?
I broke my right forearm. Bone.
Yeah, man, and we think like legs and ankles and things like that, ACLs. You don't really think about arm injuries, but yeah, football. How did it happen? Was it like a freak accident deal?
Yeah, just trying to make a routine play on a tackle, and it just broke.
Yeah,
it wasn't nothing, real crazy. Just what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Every day.
I did see you run into Garrett McGinn, so that was cool. A former Pirate who is now trying to make an NFL roster. So you got to see at least one Pirate through your journeys there, right?
Yeah. Every team was in the same hotel, so me and G, we got to hang out a lot. When we weren't in meetings, and we would see each other, talk, laugh, just be guys, man. You know how it goes.
We had Skip Holtz on Pirate Radio a couple weeks ago, head coach of the Champions there in Birmingham, and he kind of talked about the hub that was created there, all in one area where all the teams are together, and was kind of speculating on what it's going to look like in the future. He said maybe that they play part of the season in Birmingham and then part of the season in another area. So I don't know. I guess all that is unknown at this point, Warren. Or do you know what year 2 of the USFL will look like?
No, I have no clue. They mentioned some OTAs maybe later in the fall, but I haven't heard anything yet. It'll be cool to play in the respective cities, to travel around. But
yeah,
I'm here to do my job. So wherever they have me at, I'm gonna be there.
Warren Saba, former ECU safety, joining us, and wanted to ask you about that, Warren. Is it strange how ECU is getting ready for the season, NFL, your whole life, whether it be high school, college, whatever, you've been getting ready to play football this time of year. Now you're waiting around for the spring to play your season. Is that kind of strange to wrap your head around?
Yeah, no, it's a little different because I've been walking around home and everybody's been asking me, what you doing here? I'm like, I'm playing in the spring. This is my off season, basically. Trying to explain the whole spiel. But it's a good opportunity to actually catch some games. I've been missing a lot of NFL games. Due to the meetings on Sundays and game on Saturday. So. It's a good experience to get out. Definitely going to be at a couple Browns games this year. You can definitely, see me there.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to try to travel around, catch some of Nolan Johnson's games down at Miami of Ohio, and come back, to ECU, of course, to support the home team.
That's a great thing, Warren, that you are able to see your alma mater, maybe visit some friends, and also watch your NFL team. We'll talk more about your Browns in a moment, but you did say you plan on catching some Pirate games, including you can try to be here for the state game next week?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely coming down. It's my guys last year, last first game, and it's against NC State. So, them boys are ready. Angry and ready to show the world what they got.
Warren Saba joining us. Had a lot of fun on the football field. Hopefully you can have some fun tailgating. Yeah, you ever tailgated for a game before, Warren?
To a tailgate, but when I was real little,
yeah,
I don't really remember it. Went to my first Browns game.
Okay.
But I don't really remember anything after that. Anything prior to that or after that. It was so. I'm ready for a good experience. I got a good tailgate experience for the baseball games this year, but
oh yeah, they do it right out there. But make sure you stop by the Pirate Radio tailgate zone, get you some good food, some good beverages, and get ready for the game, man.
Oh no, I'll definitely pull up, show face and have some laughs, man.
Yes, sir. Warren Saba, former ECU safety, joining us. You sound excited for your former teammates to take the field against NC State. And how about the secondary, Warren? Lose yourself, lose Jaquan McMillan, but you've got some returning talent at corner with Malik Fleming. Sounds like Demel Hickman has had a really good spring. Juwan Powell as well over there, and some newcomers coming in. And then at safety, Tegan Wilk, Julius Wood are back. Sean Dorso's played a lot of football, and some newcomers in that department too. So the secondary, you feeling pretty confident in those guys? Who are excited to see play on the field this year?
Oh yeah, I'm 100% confident, and ready to see them guys play. Guys like, Gerard, Jaira, Julius, he's an Ohio boy. I can't wait to see him ball. He's come a long way in the program, and I think this is his year. And, of course, my boy Teague, that's my day one guy right there, and I can't wait to see him ball.
They just wrapped up fall camp, Warren, and we talked to some of the guys, and it was kind of a relief. They say, okay, the kind of the hardest part's over. Now it's time for the fun, playing games, game week practice. But that fall camp, they were glad to get done with that, and I know you can relate, right? Some early mornings, some hot practices out there.
Oh yeah, you can definitely believe Coach Houston put them through the ringer, man. So, day in, day out, they putting in some type of work. And it's gonna pay off though. So everybody's seen the building of a foundation, and they're ready this year to shock a lot of people.
And you were a part of that building, Warren, staying here through some tough times, becoming a leader on the team under Mike Houston. And it really sounds like, Warren, this training camp, this fall camp, Mike Houston was very pleased. He'll if things aren't going great at practice, he don't tell us everything as far as the media goes, but he'll let us know he's upset about something. He seemed very upbeat this year, very positive about this team. That's a sign of a mature football team, I think, Warren, and it makes Pirate fans excited to hear Coach Houston so optimistic right now.
Yeah, I think with a lot of guys still coming back because of the COVID year, we got a lot of old guys. Xavier Smith, Miles Berry. Jira, DeMel, those guys been here for a long time. They know how to lead. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. They know what it's supposed to look like. And I'm glad everything's getting put together right now, and I can't wait to see them, man. It's going to be a fun year for sure.
Talking to Warren Saba, former ECU safety. Warren, Rajay Harris has said he enjoys talking, not only on the field on game day, but even to his teammates at practice. Jeremy Lewis, Xavier Smith have said they are a couple of the biggest talkers on the team. You got a great personality. How much did that translate to the field? How much talking were you doing against opponents out there?
Oh, man. I don't know if Coach Houston will want me to say, but man, every play. A lot of we got something to say about anything, man. Miss block, you gotta try harder next time. No, I mean, I think it just goes with the building of confidence during the game, man. You feeling good, you talking a little mess. It just feeds into, the moment of trying to perform and do well. So I'm pretty sure, this guy does not mention that talk, even though they might not talk at practice. But, in that game, it's just the competitor, the dog in you that comes out.
Yes, sir. Warren Saba joining us on the Pit Electric Live Line. Warren, if I ask you your favorite moment during your ECU career, or if there's more than one, but what pops in your brain immediately when you are asked that question?
Wow, my favorite moment. Yeah, I got a lot. Maybe my first time running out of the tunnel against North Carolina A&T, just running through the white smoke and just seeing a bunch of people in the stands. Unfortunately, the game got rained out.
Yeah.
That was definitely a wow moment. Like, I'm finally here. I made it, and it was a good moment.
Man, I remember that. Under the lights, that was a hot crowd, too. Everybody was jacked up. I think you guys run out, and then we have the lightning strike, and you immediately have to get off the field, right? It was a weird deal.
Yeah, I think we did the entrance like 3 times that day.
Yeah, and
I'm like, oh man, it's old already. We can't keep doing this.
It got pushed back to Sunday, and then A&T pulled off the upset. And Warren, you're aware, right, of the meme created by their head coach, Coach Washington, telling him to bring me my money. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. My friends, they use it in the group chat all the time. They didn't know that, it was against us until I said it. I'm like, man, stop sending that in here.
I know.
I got bad memories from that, man.
No doubt. The good thing is there's no, ECU signage on the video, so
right.
99% of the people don't even know what it's from. So we won't tell them. We'll strike that from the record. Warren Saba joining us. How about your favorite play, Warren? You had a 2-pick game. Was it against Cincinnati? It was in a big game, right? Your 2-interception game?
Yeah, Cincinnati. But I think my favorite play probably wasn't even for me. I would say it would be when Daniel Charles tipped the ball to Jaquan Miller with a pick. That was a big moment. I like that play. That play was really cool. The big hit from Stringer from G against Tulane last year. I think that was more than any play that I've made.
And you're right. I'm ready to see Stringer and Gyra, those guys out there this year on the defensive side. Are you keeping up? How about Tyler Snead catching a touchdown the other night? That was cool to see, Warren.
I was, actually, one of my high school teammates is on the Steelers roster, so I went out there for one of their open practices.
Nice.
And me and Snead got to catch up after and just talk and just laugh and catch up. It was pretty good, pretty cool seeing him out there balling against dudes who are considered to be top talent and be better than him, but he was holding his own, competing, trying to make a name for himself, and I'm proud of him for that for sure.
How's you keeping up with J-Mac, Jaquan McMillan? How's he doing out in Denver, Warren?
Yeah, I actually talked to J-Mac yesterday. We try to talk about just life.
Yeah.
And go on more not ball, but he's liking it. It's a good experience for him. He had a little learning curve and he's getting over that, but he enjoying his time out there in Denver and taking the most of his opportunity for sure.
Warren Saba joining us. Looking forward to seeing Warren back on the field this spring with the Michigan Panthers in the USFL. Until then, Warren will be able to catch his Pirates and also catch his Cleveland Browns. And how you feeling? How about week one? You going to go to the game in Charlotte and see your Browns play the Panthers?
Nah, I ain't going to do that, but I'm pretty sure the dog pound going to be in full effect in Carolina. Believe that.
Hey, if you're ever in Greenville, by the way, on a Sunday, I host sports trivia at AJ McMurphy's. They are the Browns, what do you call it? Fan club or whatever. Yeah. They all meet up in the room at AJ's, and there are some old diehard Browns fans, Warren. You'd have a blast watching a game with them on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah. I actually I tried to make it up a couple times. I actually Googled, where Browns are at, because we're a lot. I think we got the most loyal fan base in the world, to be honest with you. But we can leave that argument for another.
How many wins can Jacoby Brissett get you at QB while you wait for Deshaun Watson to get in there?
Yeah, I think Jacoby Brissett is a great quarterback. He's led some teams, Dolphins, the Colts, most recently. Those two teams, he did well for him, performed, got some wins. I don't know. I can't, it's more than just Jacoby Brissett when it comes to, a team win. But I feel like if they put everything together and do what they're supposed to do, we can win all of them. I mean, to be honest with you.
Going to be an interesting week one matchup, obviously. Baker Mayfield taking on the Browns. What's your thoughts on how all that played out, Warren? Are you still a Baker fan, or now that he's not in Cleveland, you don't care about him anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get into everything that was going on, but I root for the Browns. So if you're my favorite player, if you're not, hey,
I like it.
You go against them, it's gonna be a hard time, right?
I like it. Warren Saba joining us. Warren, it's great to hear that you're healthy, man. And so when is you said you might have some workouts coming up this fall, but nothing really on the calendar for you in the immediate term when it comes to football, playing football?
No, not right now.
Yeah.
My agents keeping in contact with NFL teams. Hopefully, maybe mid-season or something like that. I'm just, trying to do my best to stay in shape and be ready when my time comes.
That's great, man. We're pulling for you here, Warren. Always enjoy catching up with you, man. Good luck. We'll try to catch up with you again before the USFL season, talk more football with you. But have fun, and come check us out at the Pirate Radio Tailgate Zone when you're in town for a game.
No, I got you for sure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Warren. We'll see you next weekend. We got to get him here to the studio.
Absolutely.
And we'll tell him the tailgate's here and not out there.
Yeah, hey, tailgate's at 525 Evans Street.
Come on and hang out. Man, should be a lot of...
Where's everybody at? Where's the food? Where's the beer?
This is the party, Warren. Come on. Should be a lot of former Pirates in the house in town coming up next weekend. Fired up for it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, more to go. Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you need is sweaty relatives. Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you.
Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Beauty Bar Medi-Spa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you want to feel healthier and have more energy? The secret is all in what you eat. At Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we have certified dietitians to provide you with accurate advice on the eating plan and the lifestyle choices that you need to make to help you live well. You need more than just an internet search to be able to get a plan that fits your unique needs. Your dietitian will customize an eating plan that is specific to your goals, your budget, and your lifestyle, while providing coaching along the way so you can live well. Sign up today at kptonline.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report. It was a good day. The Dow was up 322 points, closed at 33,291. The NASDAQ was ahead 207 points at 12,639, and the S&P was up 58 at 4,199. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Thanks to Warren Saba for joining us on the show. Excited about the East Carolina secondary. In fact, let's hear more from Blake Harrell. And when I say more, I mean some of, because we haven't heard from him at all. Actually, we did hear him talk about Devin Leary. Let's hear him talk about Juwan Powell at cornerback. We were talking about the secondary earlier in the hour with Warren Saba. This is cut 10, Shirley. Juwan Powell back from injury, and how's he looking at practice?
I think he's our best open field tackler. I mean, I watched him yesterday and watched him today, and you wouldn't know he's been hurt, that's for sure. But he's solid out there. He's a guy that if you had to move him back to field safety, he could go play tomorrow. He stays that locked in. And just, he's doing a really good job out there, plays some really good deep balls today, goes up and gets the ball in the air. He's not going to get out jump for a ball. I feel good about that. And he's just, a bigger guy that you can put out there on the edge. A little bit more length than J-Mac had. So you feel good about that. And then just what he brings to our defense and what he brings to our team. Not only what he does athletically at playing corner and playing safety, but just the energy and the mindset he brings, the edge he brings. He's a guy that you want him on the grass at some point.
All right, that is Blake Harrell with some high praise for Juwan Powell. One of my favorite cuts from Blake Harrell yesterday, I think it was Igloo that asked him about the coaches on the defensive side specifically being high energy and being up and motivated and yelling the entire practice, and asked Blake Harrell about that energy from the coaches each and every ECU football practice. Cut 6, Shirley.
Yeah, we talked to our players about, hey, if you want to lead by example. If you want it to be this way, if these are your goals, or you think these are expectations, make sure you're setting those expectations and doing them yourselves. And it starts with us as coaches, and not just on the practice field. If we want our defense to go play, with an edge, we want to go play with great energy, we want to play with a little passion, all those things we talk about, that Coach Houston talks about, it got to start with us. And we can start with that in the meeting room. We start with that at the side of the ball meeting when we get in here as a defense. And, we have that same energy in the meetings as we do on the field, and it's got to carry over everywhere. So we tell our guys, how you practice and the energy and the effort and execution you take into practice is going to be the same one on game day. So if we don't have that, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday practice, we're not going to have that on Saturday. So we got to make sure as coaches that it's showing up.
Start with the coaches, make it contagious.
We were talking about this yesterday off the air about the questions we should have asked after media day, and we've been watching Hard Knocks. Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn, both of those coaches for the Lions, going at it against each other during practice. I wonder if, and you brought up a good example. A good example would be what? It would be Chris Foster versus
it would be Raekwon Boyette versus Steve Ellis.
Steve Ellis.
And I hate that I forgot to ask that at media day, because, and I wouldn't have thought of it because I didn't think about it until I heard the intensity of Raekwon Boyette and your interview with Steve Ellis. And now we know how, just intense they are.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there is that back and forth from those guys at practice. Let's see. Let's talk about your guy, Chandler. You're a Jaira Wilson guy.
Always have been.
Let's hear what Blake Harrell has to say about Jaira, cut 7.
Yeah, he's kind of a Swiss Army knife right now. Jaira's from Jacksonville here in East North Carolina, and he's played boundary safety. He's played Sam, so he can play both spots, and he'd probably play field safety if he needed to. And he's been on certain packages, certain situations there. He's one of those guys all the way around the football, and just really proud of him. He's got good length and just an older guy right now, and those guys really taking pride in, and Jaira's one of them. A lot of pride in. They're running the show, and they want to run the defense, and they want you to give them as much as you can give them, and be able to do a lot. And he's one of those guys that can do that and still play fast. Sometimes when you install too much or give them too much of the package or too much of a game plan, it kind of tends to slow guys down. They think too much, and Jaira's not one of those. He's been through the battles, been tested, and just really excited to go watch him play this fall.
All right, excited about Jaira Wilson. Coach Harrell was asked what young guys stood out during fall camp, and he had a couple names for us. Cut 1, Troy.
Yeah, so guys that stood out in camp for us, there's obviously the names we all know about and we expect to show up and be there every day, and they're older guys now. But and we were just talking the other day about some newer guys that showed up for us. Julius Woods, one that played some limited time last year, started a game or two, and I think he's moved on where he's going to be one of our core guys, and I really feel good about him and the things he's doing on the field and just running that back in, his athletic ability back there. So I feel good about that. A couple other guys that kind of showed up for us. One's Josiah Robinson. He's a guy that came on last year, showed a few flashes in practice, never really got on the grass much for us on game day, but this fall right now in camp, he's really been impressive and shows up every day. He's physical. He's got good get off, good twitch, and I think he can give us a edge pressure guy that with his third down or some normal downs there. Really looking forward to what he can do out there. J.D. Lampley's a younger kid. Him and Isaiah Brown Murray are two freshmen that continue to be guys that we think we can count on for the future and probably even this fall.
All right, there he is, East Carolina defensive coordinator Blake Harrell.
We've heard Marlon Gunn, a freshman on the offensive side of the ball. Brown Murray has been a freshman that I've heard a lot during camp.
A lot of IBM talk.
IBM, baby.
He's got a built-in nickname, and it sounds like he's playing well out there.
Yes, sir.
All right, get out your calendars, folks. Let me catch you up on where we are. This is the last Thursday until we get to the Pirate Radio kickoff party, which will be next Thursday. So no more Thursdays in between now and the party.
None.
Zero.
Zilch.
Week 2 high school football kicks off Friday night. We'll have D.H. Conley football for you right here on Pirate Radio. Saturday is week 0. It'll be the final Saturday with no East Carolina football here in the 2022 season. So that's where we are. Monday, Delcor Players Lounge. Tuesday, Mike Houston press conference. Wednesday, Blake Harrell, Donnie Kirkpatrick speak. Thursday, kickoff party. Friday,
Uncle Cracker
riding on Clydesdales. Saturday, Bud Light pregame tailgate. ECU versus NC State, and the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Man, we're in it.
Oh my God!
We are in it. We're in the middle of it. We're in the eye of the storm.
Let's go, baby!
For Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, and Chandler Honeycutt, I'm Clip Brock. We'll see you Friday. Some of us will. Some will be not here working on a Friday. But we'll be here, we being myself, Shirley, and CJ. And we'll see you Friday at 3 on Pirate Radio Live. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation